Good evening, Lion fans from T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium in Greenville. Tonight's game features the visiting Frisco Liberty Redhawks against your Greenville Lions. Both teams come into the game with one loss. Liberty to Corsicana, 38-28, and Greenville to Lake Dallas, 34-7. I'm Bob Muty, and tonight we welcome Donald Parrish for his debut broadcast as a member of the GEUS team. Nice to have you, Donald.
Yes, sir. Bob, thank you for having me in Greenville. We look forward to this. I bring you greetings from friendlyradio.com and our show, the Sports Preacher Show. They're on friendlyradio.com. Shameless plug. You can hear us nightly, Monday through Friday, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
All right. Now, do you drive to Greenville every night?
No, sir. Technology allows
Virtual.
me to do this thing virtually,
Okay.
but I'm happy to be in the big city of Greenville, Texas tonight, and with the booming voice of the South, none other than Mr. Bob himself. Man. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
All right, enough of that. The Lions come into this game severely undermanned, particularly in the offensive line, with the loss of James Robles out before the season even got underway, and injuries to starting linemen Andrew Ibarra and Chris Cross. Coach Darren Duke has had to reach down to bring up 3 offensive linemen from the JV. Travell Oakley will start at center, and sophomores Nick Just and Omar Hernandez will fill critical backup roles. Donald, Coach told me yesterday that they haven't had the same 5 guys line up on offense for any practice this fall.
And that's surprising this early in the season to be running into those kind of issues. So I'm expecting them to run a lot of north-south runs, not a lot of counters, not a lot of pitches. Just get the ball and go and just try to get upfield as soon as possible. Make it easy on those young linemen.
Good point. Also out for tonight's game is quarterback Anthony Johnson, defensive lineman Grayson Rapp, defensive back Zarian Jackson, defensive back David Waller, wide receiver Jaqueline Davis, defensive lineman Richard Medina, and defensive back Evan Bennett. Johnson's absence has necessitated moving Micah Simpson to quarterback, a position he played a lot last season. Simpson electrified the crowd last Friday with a 95-yard kickoff return. Donald, if Simpson can get some blocking, watch for some nifty moves when he runs the ball.
And we're going to have to lean on him heavy, early, and often. I hope the young man has a lot of Powerade or Gatorade or whatever his favorite drink is, because he is going to earn it tonight for sure.
No question about it. After gaining only 85 yards of total offense against Lake Dallas, offensive coordinator Brett Alexander might introduce some options along with a bit of misdirection to open things up. Coach also told me to watch for some quick screens and outside bubble screens in an attempt to utilize the Lions' team speed. Donald, do you think this might also negate some of the pass rush?
I think so, and especially little quick bubble screens to the wide receivers or little slot screens. I think that anything like that will take pressure off of your young offensive linemen. If they only have to block for a couple seconds, expecting them to hold up against a bigger team and a stronger, more experienced defensive line, I think is going to be asking too much.
Yeah.
So we need to see a lot of QB runs, a lot of quick screens, get it and get rid of it very quickly.
Absolutely. Defensive back Kevin Tran, linebacker Ruben Enriquez, and Simpson were the players who stood out in last week's game. And Enriquez will get the start tonight against Coach Matt Swinea's 11. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineups after this short break.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
Starting offensively for the Lions tonight on the offensive front, left tackle will be number 59, Khalil Parker. Left guard will be number 69, Andrew Morris, both seniors. The aforementioned Travell Oakley will start at center. He's a junior. The right guard is either going to be Xander Gonzalez, or if his back is bothering him, they may start Saul Gonzalez, who wears number 61, at right guard. And at right tackle, number 50, Sincere McLaughlin. At quarterback, Micah Simpson, number 3. The running back will be Cameron Neal. He'll wear number 9. The H-back will be number 22, Sawyer Duke. On the outside, Amarian Nelson will be one of the wide receivers, number 5, and Noe Osornio, number 8, on the other side. Isaiah Williams, number 15, will start, and in place of David Waller, we haven't gotten the word. David just had a car accident within the last day or so, and we didn't get a replacement for him. On defense, the defensive line will start left end, Juan Tapia, as the Redhawks take the field coming out of their run-through. Left tackle will be Justin Fisher. We get back from injury. He'll wear number 37. Right tackle will be Brian Rios, number 57, and right end is Carmelo Brown, number 26. The cornerbacks will be Kendrick Blakely, number 18, Jamarian Stevenson, number 11, Kevin Tran, number 21, and DeJuan Kennedy, number 6. And the 2 inside linebackers, Jonathan Sampson, a junior, number 33, and another junior, Ruben Enriquez. Joel Luna will man the safety spot. Tonight, the punting and the place kicking, both duties will be handled by Archer O'Neill. Donald, any comments about what you're seeing so far from the field?
Well, again, just like last week, we're going against a team that has more numbers and appears to be larger in size. But it's only 11 on the field at a time. So you're not playing all 90. You're only playing 11 on 11. So if I'm Coach Duke, I'm telling my boys, hey, listen, all it takes is for us to follow our game plan, do what we're supposed to do, and everything else will take care of itself. Yeah,
execution. It was a problem last week, admittedly. They had 11 penalties, the bulk of them being simply procedure penalties. And that's something that they've got to clean up, because they're already going to be at a disadvantage with so many players out of the game.
But with so many seniors, I can see why Coach Duke would be frustrated with that, because he has seniors at key positions. And so you would hope your senior leaders would kind of help take care of some of that, especially in practice, if they see some of the younger guys not paying attention and not, minding their P's and Q's, so to speak. So I'm expecting that to be cleaned up.
He talked about this senior class. He said they've been winners from 7th grade all the way up.
Yeah.
So he was really surprised and disappointed with last week's performance, and then the injuries on top of injuries and illnesses has really just decimated this club. So it's going to be a rough night for the Lions, I think.
Yeah. But again, I think that the beauty of high school football is if you take care of business in your district, then everything else is still in front of you. And so I appreciate him scheduling tougher opponents, bigger schools. This is going to do nothing but benefit this program this year. You're going to see the benefits this year, especially with such a senior laden team.
Yeah, that's not something that historically has been done in Greenville either, particularly with Coach Duke. But he's made the philosophical adjustment and gone to facing better teams, trying to get his teams ready for district. And we're in a new district this year with teams like Denison and Crandall from last year, but virtually everybody else is new in the district. So it's going to be a fun year, and I think we can be competitive if we can get some people back on the field.
Absolutely. And we're going to pray for the young man who had a car accident. Hopefully everything is going well with him, and he can find his way back to the field sooner than later.
Amen. Well, the Greenville Naval Junior ROTC cadets are poised and ready at the 50-yard line on the far side of the field. But we'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll be ready probably for tonight's national anthem. And as the Greenville Lions run out of their run through, the flaming flashes greet them, and then the cheerleaders. And it looks like we're going to be wearing all red. The Lions will be all red with red helmets, white numbers. The opposing Redhawks, the rest of the Red Sox, white with red movement and red helmets. They have some similarities. The elementary school tonight. I can't remember which school is represented, but we got a bunch of kiddos that enjoyed coming through the run-through and from one end zone to the other. We're coming from north to south.
I think this is the kids from Travis.
It might be Travis and 2-6. Okay. Because the 6th grade center and Travis share a campus here in Greenville. In fact, to give a plug to my daughter, Jody Jones, who's one of the assistant principals at that particular campus.
Direct your attention to the announcement as the Greenville High School National Junior ROTC presents.
I'll tell you what, Donald, you can come and broadcast with me anytime. So the kiddos that just got some exercise running through the down the field now and headed to the stand. And the Naval ROTC group is approaching midfield. This group is a really good program here in Greenville. We had them other cadets, several of the cadets sing the national anthem before bicycle. They did just a great job. So we'll take a break now for our national anthem. Big hogs up front is number 68. That's Preston Mealy. And the final captain is number 23, Chad Smith, who is a senior defensive back. So we'll look for the toss. Patrick just announced our referees for tonight's game, but I didn't pick up the names. I'll need to do better with that in future broadcasts, because a lot of people like to know who the referees are so they can complain.
Hey, as long as it's not me or you, Bob, I think we're all right. I think one of the referees' names is Matthew Middleton, though. So I just be, if there's any blown calls, since I think Matthew Middleton is the guy that I'm going to blame. I don't know about you, Bob.
Matthew Middleton, if you folks don't remember from last week's broadcast, is our cameraman and technical director, and it was my oversight in not talking about Matthew when we introduced Donald. But he is indeed a wonder at setting up things, and he's really got juice, technologically sound for these broadcasts this season. Matthew, again, thanks very much.
Matthew's so great, he can set up twice. I don't know if you noticed that, Bob. He can set up and break down twice, man. He's just that good.
He was challenged tonight to do that. The official, Greenville is going to receive, so the Redhawks will be kicking from the south end zone going toward the north, and there is very little wind tonight. It's about 80 degrees, probably a little humid, more humid than I would want it to be if I were a player, but certainly no rain, and should be a pretty good night for football.
And it looks like they deferred the kickoff to second half. So deferred receiving the ball rather to the second half.
Yeah, I think the Redhawks won the toss and did in fact defer. So deep for the Lions will be Micah Simpson and Cameron Neal. So a little bit of speed back there to return this kick. And I'm trying to, it looks like, is that 25 or 26 that's going to do the kicking? Donald, can you tell?
I cannot. It's
Probably Connor Barton. He's listed number 25, senior kicker.
Yeah, that's 25.
Probably going to take care of things for the Redhawks. Coach Swanea. Last year wasn't good for the Lions over in Toyota Stadium in Frisco as they lost to the Redhawks 55-21.
Man, I would just be in awe of playing in that thing. So I can't be too mad at the young man for having that happen to him.
It was fun broadcasting from there.
I
No question.
bet it was. When's the last time we had a kickoff return for a touchdown?
Last week.
Last week. All right, let's make it 2 in a row.
Simpson's back there again, like I said, with Cameron Neal starting running back, and here's the approach. It's a short kick.
Yeah, kicking away from him.
Taken at the 34 by Kennedy. Kennedy has a little bit of room, breaks a couple tackles, and he's up beyond the 40-yard line.
All right, good start. Good field position here. Keep going.
Last week, it seemed like everybody was just fair catching those pop-over kicks. I was glad to see Kennedy, although he bobbled it initially, once he got control of it, he picked up about 10 yards.
Well, this is now the second game, so there's no more first game jitters. You've already been hit. You've lost. So we should see a much better and controlled situation for our Lions this week.
Saul Gonzalez is in fact starting at right guard, so Xander Gonzalez must be bothered by that back injury. Man in motion, Simpson going left. He's got some room. He's up almost to midfield and beyond. First down, Greenville.
Yeah. Again, see how quickly he made that. That was a design quarterback run. It came out in a spread set. Looks like doubles, but he knew exactly where he was going. He knew where the hole was. And it looks like we got a little bit of a sugar huddle here, not a real huddle, and they're going to get back on the ball pretty quickly.
Coach told me last week that they might show us some no huddle before the season's over. Simpson and Neal in the backfield. Simpson again, straight up the middle. There is a whistle. Might be a procedure penalty, and if it is, this is the same problem that the Lions had last week.
I think those two guys in motion. I'm not sure.
Okay, it is a penalty against Greenville, so that'll cost them 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 15. Looked like Simpson had some room to run again.
It did.
Simpson, being the athlete that he is, he will definitely, as you alluded to earlier, he'll be called upon to do a bulk or the bulk of the touches tonight.
And the first two runs were to the left side of the offensive line. Let's see what.
Williams in motion, and here's a breakaway.
There he goes.
He's down to the 20,
There
the
he
10,
is.
5, touchdown, Micah Simpson,
Let's
and
go.
the Lions strike early.
Well, so much only running left as he went to the right for about 60 yards right there. That was too easy. That was way too easy. Good run, young man. Good run.
I'll tell you what, the right side of that line that time, my goodness. Gonzalez and Sincere McLaughlin. Woo! Great downfield blocking, too. And Simpson really broke away at about the 30-yard line. He was not to be caught. Here's O'Neal out of the hold of Diego Martinez. High snap, handled by Martinez nicely. And the kick is up and good. So the Lions take an early 7-0 lead. Pretty impressive. What, 3 plays?
3 plays, man. Well, 2 if you take away the penalty. If you don't count the penalty as a play.
Well, I mean, this is just totally the opposite of what we saw last week. The offense just couldn't get anything going early. And here we see about a 12-yard gain on first down, penalty on second down, and then, wow, what, 40, 55-yard run by Simpson for a touchdown.
Yeah, I wonder what the defensive adjustment is going to be now, because now that they've seen it, Frisco has got to say, okay, guys, he's fast. We knew he was fast coming into this game. So what are we going to do to try to stop this at line of scrimmage? Because if they let him go untouched at second level, it's nobody on the field is going to catch him.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Last week, it seemed like Lake Dallas had scouted the Lions' offense, and they were all over Simpson. There was 2 or 3 guys waiting for him just about every time he played the ball.
Having him at quarterback, though, I see what Coach Dukes is doing. You can't double team the quarterback. Well, I guess you could try, but that's going to not be a very sound strategy.
Very good point. Archer O'Neal got it teed up at the 40. It's a deep kick. It's over the head of everybody. It's taken right at the goal line. Returner stepped into the end zone. Now he's up to around the 20-yard line, and he's mobbed by 3 red-shirted Lions at about the 18.
All right, let's go.
That's pretty good kick coverage, too, Donald.
It is.
All positive signs thus far for the Greenville 11. I think the Redhawks might be a little bit shell-shocked.
Well, not playing in the luxurious stadium of Frisco, maybe a little shock to them that football played outdoors.
They not only have Toyota Stadium, they also have the Star, which is a really nice facility. Will Jackson, the senior quarterback. In the shotgun formation, tight formation, 2 receivers either side, but they're in really tight with an H-back.
Like
man in motion. Looking deep, Jackson finds his man, overshot him, incomplete at about the 32-yard line. It's a little bit too tall.
That's a very interesting formation to come out early in the game. And I say that, and maybe that's a base formation. It's my first time getting a chance to watch them.
Well, they're spread out now. They got trips left. Running back. Fake to the running back. Quick pass out to the outside. Woo! Nice hit there by Sampson, finishing off the wide receiver here in the...
Listen, if you don't have any more yards, go down, young man. If not, somebody's going to put you down.
So we'll give him a gain of about 4 yards. Receiver was Amarian Porter, who's a freshman. 3 receivers this time to the right side. Jackson on 3rd and 6. Hands off. Lots of running room, and that's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, I think you got it right at the end.
Might by Diego Gerardo, number 6. If I've got the right number for that running back, Donald, can you tell what number that running back is?
I believe you're right.
Okay, Jackson looks this way. He's got number 3. That's Orangey. Nice pickup, very close to first down yardage.
Yeah, they're coming out and they're staying in this no huddle. Again, it's how high school football has changed over the years. This is not the high school football that we grew up playing and watching for sure.
Tight formation again, fakes the handoff, throws to the right, and he overshoots his receiver, number 17, Luke Martin.
Actually got a little pressure on the quarterback that time. With the spread offense, you have to be able to at least thump that quarterback every other pass to kind of slow it down a little bit. You cannot let the spread offense just get cooking and out here playing 7-man football, right? 7-on-7. You don't want that to happen.
And one of the Greenville defensive linemen lost his hat, so Justin Fisher has to sit out one play. Fisher's one of the leading defensive tacklers on this team, so let's see if his absence creates an opportunity for the Redhawks. And off that time to Gerardo, he's upfield for about 5 yards.
You know, sometimes I wonder if that's not an old veteran move. If I need to sub out, and because they run this no huddle, you know, if I lose my helmet, then technically they have to let me get off the field. You know, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Don't mind me, Bob.
Hey.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, we lost a lot of hats last week. I hope maybe that's the only one we get tonight. All right, tight formation once again. Jackson rolling right, looking to option, keeps it, and he's going to be brought down short of first down yardage. So
Yeah, it looks like we're short about 2 yards.
this will be an interesting decision for Coach Swanea, still in his own territory.
He's going for it.
Ball spotted at the 47-yard line, 4th and 2. This is a little gutsy. Oh, some movement early. There is a flag. One of the Greenville players might have moved. And there's a long pass. Nice catch over the shoulder.
Yeah,
down
free
at about
play.
the 15-yard line.
He threw it up because we made contact with the offensive guard.
Really nice play, taking advantage of the situation. He hits Cam Gibbs on a deep shot. That was a really nice catch.
That was a nice catch. Is Gibbs a freshman?
Gibbs is not the freshman. The freshman is Amarian Porter.
Amari, okay.
Cam Gibbs is a senior wide receiver, so it's first down for the Redhawks as the chains are having trouble moving them, so there's a little bit of a delay here. Looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 10. Jackson rolling right, got about 5 yards, and now he's into the end zone untouched for a Redhawk touchdown.
Yeah, he's quick. He is quick.
Will Jackson tries to even things up with a touchdown of his own, and that 4th down conversion was huge.
And that's what the spread offense is designed to do. It's designed to, just like it sounds, to spread you out. And then if you got a mobile quarterback, then he can find the hole, pick his run lane, and then he probably has a run-throw option on every single one of those plays. Just going to take whatever defense gives.
And the
block.
kick is blocked. One of the Lions coming right up the middle there, got the block. So there's a little bit of a scrum, no advance by the Lions, but that results in a missed PAT and a 7-6 lead for the Lions.
That 1 point may come back to loom large, but it looks like we're going to be lighting that scoreboard up tonight. So that 1 point is going to mean something.
Well, you know, I kind of like those offensive games. Up and down the field, track meet. You're a track guy.
Yeah.
You gotta go for those track meets.
I like the defensive struggle. I really do. I'm weird that way.
Well, I don't know whether we're going to be able to work together or not. Matthew likes it balanced. He's that kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so Donald and I will try not to get into a fist fight tonight. I told him I didn't want to fight him because I knew what the result would be. But getting back to the football game, we've got a 7-6 game here with 8:47 remaining in the first quarter, so 13 points already in less than 4 minutes.
Well, Bob, they need to do like well, clearly they're doing what they're supposed to do and not what I'm supposed to do, because you told me to call you Mr. Boss Man, and you also said you won a lot of points. So hey, you got 1 out of 2 right, because then we looks like we're headed for a 49 to 48 point game tonight.
Well, we'll wait and see. Connor Barton, the senior kicker, is standing at his 35-yard line. The ball spotted at the 40, of course. Simpson and Neal are deep. Once again, very short kick, taken by Kennedy at the 30. Once again, he has a little bit of room, and he's up close to the 40-yard line this time.
All right.
Pretty good field position to start both Greenville drives, so let's see what the Lion offense can do.
You know, and if I'm the Lion offense, I don't even put the ball in the air until they show that they can stop the run.
Yeah, Simpson's, he's an adequate thrower, but his strength clearly is on the ground.
Correct. Yeah, you want him with the ball in his hands, operating in space for sure.
Okay, we got the Longhorn formation, which for your edification, Donald, is 2 receivers to either side of the field.
All right.
Man in motion. Oh, and they run into one another. Isaiah Williams in motion and Cameron Neal, and they got a little bit crossed up. And the timing on that one was just not very good.
Yeah, well, you know, although he played quarterback a lot last year, he was not the quarterback all summer, and so you can expect, you know, see one of those happen a game or so. But with the way we're able to move the ball, I don't think it'll be a problem. It should maybe get
Well, Williams made a hell of a tackle on Neal, resulted in a 7-yard loss. We'll call it a 6-yard loss. So 2nd and 16. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. Simpson running left. Got a little bit of room to the outside. He's down the far sideline, very close to moving the chains.
Again, is there anybody on this field that can keep up with that?
It doesn't look like it right now. He was able to turn the corner once again, and he is. Let's wait and see we may have a penalty on the play.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, there's a holding call against the Lions, so that's going to bring that one back. So a 17-yard run by Micah Simpson is going to be wiped out by a holding call against the Lions. That'll spins out a 1 tackle and is buried by 3 Redhawk defenders, led by number 11, Carson Lean.
Another flag on the play.
Could this be another one against the Lions, Don? If it is, it'll be the 3rd call against Greenville. Waiting for the referee's signal. Head linesman is facing the Greenville end zone, which leads us to believe that it might possibly be going that way. And they've got us in suspense, Donald.
Yeah. As long as he starts walking south, we're okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like... Well, now, wait a minute. They're putting the ball down where Simpson was stopped.
Personal foul. That's automatic first down.
That's huge with as much yardage as they need to get on that 3rd down play. So a big step off for a personal foul against the Redhawks.
Yeah, it must have been some type of face mask or something at the end of that tackle, because there wasn't very much going on there. I didn't see anything after the play that would require a flag.
It is a first down. They have moved the chains, or they're in the process of moving the chains. 2 receivers either side, Neal and Simpson in the backfield. Snap from Oakley to Simpson. He hands to Amarian Nelson on the wingback reverse. And Nelson gets pretty good yardage on the far side, being run out of bounds after a 5-yard pickup.
It appears that out of the 6 plays, 5 have been to the left. And I don't know if this just kind of the way it's working out, or if they see something on film that they want to attack on Frisco, or it's the strength of our line.
Could very well be. 2nd and 5 for the Lions, 7:33 remaining here in the 1st quarter. And off to Neal. Neal, a little bit of running room, but he's pounded down at the 45-yard line. Nice tackle there by number 11, Carson Lean again. Been on several tackles here, has Lean from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, so it looks like we're looking at about a 3rd and 2, I would say.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 3, Donald, so I'll go with the scoreboard.
Well, you know, they're not always right, but that's fine.
3rd and 3 for the Lions. Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line of Frisco. Lion offense looking to convert yet another 3rd down, and Simpson's going to do it. Nice cut at the 40-yard line, and he bounces his way down to the 37.
That's good. Again, straight ahead, or if you're going to run to the outside, get there quickly. We got young offensive linemen. Honestly, this offensive line has played well because we've minimized the ask. You have not asked them to do a whole lot, which is, this is good coaching so far by this head coach.
Clearly, again, the right side of the line. Sincere McLaughlin and Saul Gonzalez. And probably a little bit of help from Oakley opened up Simpson. He's got it again, this time going left, cuts back, down close to the 30-yard line. Another nice cutback run by Micah Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Duke has really coached these guys up this week. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, especially in light of all the injuries. And again, we're privy to all the injuries. I wonder if the fans here realize how banged up this team is. They may not know at all. And so for us knowing this information, how banged up they are, for them to move the ball at the rate in which they're doing it, I think it's really phenomenal. Good job, coach.
Oh, no question about it. Lions set up second, we'll call it 4. Hand off to Neal. No place to go that time. 3 white-shirted Redhawks are ready. Just about the time that Neal got the handoff, he was met by those 3 gentlemen.
Yeah, I would rather Neal take those hits than Simpson, so that's okay. That's okay. Simpson needs to, we need to mitigate the damage he takes and also kind of space out his rounds because he's going to have to continue to be special tonight.
For sure.
If we want to be successful.
3rd and a long 5 for the Lions. Ball at the 32-yard line of Frisco. Rolling right, cutting back, and nothing doing this time. Simpson is met at the line of scrimmage, excuse me. That's going to bring up a 4th and long, so a decision for Coach Duke. This is a little bit out of Archer O'Neill's field goal range. But do you punt it?
No.
What do you think, Donald?
I'm not punting because I still want us to try to score here because, or at least try to get the first down because I don't want to get the ball back to their offense. I think we need to try to score every time we get the ball.
Well, Simpson lost his hat, so he's coming out. He's got to sit out this particular play. So whatever they're going to try to do, they're going to have to do it with Joe Luna, the backup quarterback, who's also, of course, the starting safety. So Luna is with Neal in the backfield, and now a timeout is called. This will allow them to put Simpson back in the game. Is that correct?
Correct. And I think that's exactly what they're doing here. So this says to me this is going to be a legitimate attempt at this 4th down. This is not just, line up and try to get them to jump off sides or some kind of give up play. I think they're really going to try to go after this 1st down.
GEUS is proud to present tonight's broadcast for you on YouTube. And if you have the GEUS 34 channel, you'll be able to watch the telecast later on next week. Yeah, I think that was a well-timed timeout, not only because they need to make sure they get the right play call, but also the fact that they can get Micah Simpson back into the game.
Absolutely. That makes the timeout worth it.
Coach Duke out in the huddle, encouraging the group to try to get this conversion, which will be really huge for the Lions. 4th, we'll call it 6, maybe a long 5 or 6 yards. Again, ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Micah Simpson, senior quarterback, ready to take the snap. And got a little bit of a change in the play call at the last minute.
Yeah, I think they're coming right this time.
Simpson dropping back, looking downfield, under pressure. Oh, he escapes. Oh, my goodness. Somehow he got out of there, and he's loose at the 20. And he's brought down at the 14-yard line. That was unbelievable, Donald.
I mean, you can't teach that.
That was a Houdini act, folks.
You can't teach that. You can't coach that.
Just a huge individual effort by Micah Simpson. He must have broken 4 or 5 tackles on that play.
Absolutely. Micah's been doing that since nursery. I don't know what nursery school he went to, but I'm pretty sure some 3-year-old remembers rubbing their knee saying, "Man, I can't tackle this kid."
1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted at we'll call it the 12-yard line. Hand off to Neal, and once again, just very little blocking on that particular play. So maybe they'll take that one off the playbook. That was 3rd time they've tried to go to Neal. Twice he was swarmed, and the 3rd time he ran into his wide receiver in motion.
Yeah, but what I'm watching for? I'm watching for the Frisco safeties to eventually start creeping up a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. I think, especially to the wide side of the field. You see they're taking a step in just a little bit closer.
Right.
I think about that 3rd quarter, he'll be able to throw something to the end zone.
2nd and 15. Simpson rolling right. Flag on the play. Now he's cutting it back upfield. Loose again. He's at the 20. This time they catch up to him and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. We'll let the officials tell us what the flag is. He threw it early during the run.
It always kind of signals holding to me.
Probably a pretty good guess. Simpson just couldn't work his magic act that time, and it is a holding call against the Lions. That was probably in the backfield too, so that'll result in probably more than a 10-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So the Lions are going to be backed up. They will get the play over again, so they'll remain second down. But they've got to get all the way down to the 2.5-yard line, and the ball's spotted right now at the 32.5. So they got about 30 yards to go. 25 maybe. Okay, Lions up to the line of scrimmage. Over the ball, Travell Oakley. Neal alongside Simpson in the backfield, longhorn formation. So we got two receivers either side. Simpson takes a snap, looking downfield. He fakes it. He keeps it. He's downfield again. They just can't bring him down until he's down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a good pump fake. He had me fooled on that. I definitely thought he was going to throw that ball. And maybe he was supposed to throw it, but he was like, he goes, I can run it. So they can't stop.
Well, you know, he's so shifty that he has a tendency to bring that thing in if he feels the slightest amount of pressure and take off and use his legs, and that's exactly what he did. So about third, we'll call it 10. Another big play for the Lions. They are in field goal range. And the band is trying to fire up the Lion offense. Micah Simpson running right, got some room. He's inside the 5-yard line, close.
Keep going. Did he get in?
He's in the touchdown. Had a little help from a couple of his friends there, Donald, carrying him in.
Very reminiscent of back in the day, USC against Notre Dame, where the offensive lineman pushed Reggie Bush into the end zone. Hey, whatever it takes, man.
Whatever works. Micah Simpson with his second touchdown of the evening, this one on a 10-yard run.
Football's the ultimate team sport. We just saw that in live action right there.
Low snap that time, but picked up by Martinez, who's done an excellent job as a holder, and the kick is up and good. It's 14-6 in favor of the Lions. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
All right, back here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium alongside Donald Parrish with Matthew Middleton behind the camera. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain here in the first quarter, and we've already had 20 points scored, folks. So the Lion offense has generated more in less than one quarter than they were able to generate last week in the entire game. And in actuality, the only touchdown came from the special teams. So the Lion offense has definitely found some life with Micah Simpson at the quarterback slot. Here's a pop-over kick by O'Neal. It's going to come down at about the 26, and it's a fair catch there by Luke Martin, senior wide receiver, and that's where the Redhawks will start.
Yeah, the trend in high school football, and has been maybe for the last 5 years, is to do these shorter kickoffs to the up men instead of kicking it to the dangerous return men deep. Again, the old football nerd coaching me is like, kick it deep and make them earn it, but you don't want to get burned either.
Once again, the Redhawks start with a tight formation. Jackson fakes a handoff. He's rolling right, got a little pressure, throwing deep, got a man, covered by two guys, and it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Nice job that time by number 11, Jamorian Stevenson, and he had some help probably from cornerback from the far side. So
Yeah.
good job of coverage by the Lions on Gibbs.
That was a one-read play. He was going to throw that ball deep no matter what. And so, double covered or not, he thought his receiver would be able to run under it. It's actually a pretty decent pass, but very good defense by the Greenville defenders.
Once again, handoff this time.
Good tackle. Good open field tackle.
Real good play over there by, it's like number 21. That's Tran. He had an outstanding game defensively last week. Not a big guy, Tran, but he got low and the running back and brought him down.
All right, third down. Let's get a stop here.
Third and a long 4. Jackson rolling right. Got some room. Got the first down. Got some room up near the 50-yard line before he's brought down. Both quarterbacks enjoying some success on the ground.
Yeah, very similar style offense. I think Micah is a more dynamic runner, but their quarterback is no slouch.
Well, Jackson had a good week last week, generating 28 points for his offense. He was, I think he completed like 15 of 30-some passes. So he's a dual-threat quarterback.
Absolutely.
Sure. Running back goes in motion, receives a flare pass, past the 50, 40, down to the 30, cuts back, and he's brought down at about the 20-yard line of Greenville. Well-executed play by the Redhawk offense.
Again, this formation is giving us problems defensively. I would like to see our coaching staff press up on the corners a little bit and begin to take away some of this stuff from the spread, because right now, whether we're in man or zone, we're just giving them too much space.
And it looks like we've got a penalty on top of things against the Lions. That's Ethan Ashmore who's doing the damage for the Red Hawk offense from his running back slot. It's a good play. He went in motion and then took the quick pass from Jackson and found lots of room on the near sideline. First and 10, just outside the 10-yard line for the Red Hawks. Quick pass by Jackson out to the right. Receiver has some room, and he might make it to the end zone.
I think he got stopped just short, just forced out.
I think that referee's got his hands up
He
in the
does.
air.
That's a touchdown. Wishful thinking on my part, Bob.
Hey, looked like it was very close, Donald. It was real close to getting knocked out. But the Lions give up yet another touchdown. It looks like Liberty is going to avoid going for 2 to try to tie the game. They're going to stay with their kicking game, even though they had that first one blocked. The kicker, once again, for the Red Hawks is Connor Barton. Low snap. Kick is up and good. So the snap might have been the problem on the first go-round. Yeah. That makes the course 14-13. 27 points in the first quarter here with 48 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is, Bob, you got your wish, man. You got your wish. But before the game and off the air, you were saying you want a high-scoring game. Well, hey, fasten your seatbelt, ladies and gentlemen, because I think we're going to be in for it.
Attention area first responders. On behalf of all the students and staff of Greenville ISD, we'd like to invite you to join us for lunch anytime between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Friday, September 9th at Crockett STEM Elementary, 1316 Wolf City Drive. Our students would like to meet you, and our fabulous child nutrition staff is planning a special barbecue lunch with all the trimmings. Thank you for all you do, first responders, to keep us safe. All right, the Red Hawks ready once again to kick off. Let's see if they stay with the pop-over kick, stay away from Micah Simpson and Cameron Neal, who are standing at about the 10 or 12-yard line.
Yeah, they're not going to kick the ball anywhere in that sense.
Well, they watched the tape from last week, for
Absolutely
sure.
are, and they saw what happened thus far when he has the ball in his hands this quarter.
This one's going to go out of bounds, so it'll result in a really good field position. Actually, not as good as they were getting when they were returned the popovers, but that'll be spotted, I think, at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think coaches now, I think the analytics or the calculus on it, so to speak, is it goes out of bounds, we try to aim and kick it, it's still better than giving up 7 points. So that's kind of where we are in this game.
What about declining that penalty? What did you think about that?
And make them re-kick it.
Yeah.
Well, if I thought that they may kick it to my deep back, fine. But if not, we'll just keep doing this over and over again.
Well, they're spotting it on the 30, not the 35. So actually, it was advantageous for Martin to kick the thing out of bounds rather than kick it to somebody.
Because we're getting about 10 yards a pop from the up man, so that might have been the coach's instruction, man. Angle the scene where it goes out of bounds.
Coach Duke might think about declining that penalty next time around and see what they decide to do. Okay, Lions, anyway, we're going to start it at their 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Rolling left is Micah Simpson. Looking downfield, he's got a man, but oh man, that thing was intercepted all the way by Oren G, but he just lost the handle. He was ready to run with that one.
He was looking touchdown.
Yeah, somebody's down on the field for the Lions. We'll take a quick break while they tend to the injured Lion. We'll be right back. All right, the injured player is being helped to the sideline. I can't say that he's under his own power, but whoever it is, he is walking. We'll try to identify the injured player, who's in the area where Micah Simpson was throwing the ball, and Joe Luna is in fact coming into the game, so it is Micah Simpson who's hurt. Being treated by athletic trainers.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Might be a cramp. He might have got the wind knocked out of him. We'll just wait and see. Anyway, Luna at the controls. 2nd and 10. Hands off to Neal. Neal is able to get 1 yard before he's brought down. Tough running up the middle.
Yeah, just dealing with a different caliber of athlete. And then there's also defenses are, formation-wise, are more equipped to deal with a running back running than what they are with a quarterback running.
16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Play clock is down to 10. I'm not sure the play clock actually is working. It's set at 0. And there's a penalty. So some confusion in the play calling situation.
Yeah, I think they're going to pick the flag up because it doesn't look like the clock even started on the field. So I don't know if the players can be faulted with that.
Call a procedure penalty against the Lions. We're kind of at a loss up here, but that'll make it 3rd and 15 for Joe Luna.
I never saw them really at the line for it to be. And it looks like they're going to let the time run out. But that's an interesting penalty to me. I never really saw them lined up in formations for it to be a false start.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Lions lead 14-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
Micah Simpson is up on his feet, so that's a good sign for the Greenville Lions. I suspect he'll probably sit out at least 1 or 2 more plays if indeed he's able to come back into the game. Donna, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this This is not district, and as much he's putting on such an electric show. But if there's any chance for a re-injury or the trainer is iffy, I'm not putting him back in. At least not yet.
Well, he's hydrating, so it could be that he did have a cramp.
Yeah.
I called that one.
Yeah, it didn't look like the type of contact, unless it was a non-contact injury, which you never want to see that in football.
No.
But it didn't look like it was anything that could result in any type of major injury.
3rd and 15. Joe Luna takes a snap, rolling to his left. Throws downfield. He has a man, but I believe he was out of bounds when he caught it. That was Isaiah Williams, the intended receiver, and he made the play, but about a yard out of bounds. It's going to force a punting situation. First one for the Lions tonight.
It's important that we get a stop here because with the style of offense, we're having to run with all the injuries to the offensive line. We can't just simply drop back and expect to get the same type of pass protection that Frisco is getting.
Exactly.
So we've got to make sure defensively we figure this thing out, and we give our offense another opportunity because we cannot get down to. We're up right now, but I don't want to get in a situation where we end up down 2 scores and have to put the ball in the end.
Archer O'Neill with the punt. Gets a good high punt. It's going to come down at about the 45-yard line. They let it bounce. It's a good roll. It's going to be picked up. Oh my, I don't understand why he picked that ball
Yeah,
up.
why did he touch it?
Can't call a fair catch when the ball's on the ground, can you?
No. And he's lucky he didn't get smacked because he could have got the you-know-what knocked out of him, and there wouldn't have been a penalty on that because
Good job by O'Neill on the punt. It's going to result in a 35-yard line field position for the Redhawks in their own territory. 1st and 10 with 11:39 remaining here in the second quarter. Lions lead 14-13.
I think I might try to come out in some type of a cover 2, hard flat type of defense just to see if I can just slow this quarterback down just a little bit, give him a different look.
Tight formation. It looks like the Redhawks had too many players on the field.
Or at least too many in the huddle. I don't know how he was able to get off the field when we're at the line like that without there being 12 men in the huddle. Yeah, all right, referee saw it.
That 5 yards will cost the Redhawks. They'll ball be moved down to the 30-yard line now. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Will Jackson. Jackson, a senior quarterback, and he's been around long enough to know how to handle this offense. He hands to his wide receiver, cutting back, and the Lions do a great job defensively that time. Cutting down the angle.
Absolutely.
Like Kevin Tran might have been involved in that play again, Donald. So
Yeah, I think so. And with them running these bunch sets, it's hard. I know I was complaining earlier that I wanted to see our cornerbacks come up and touch them a little bit, but it's hard when you can't, if not settle the line, you can't jam them, right? And so this is a puzzle that our defense coordinator is going to figure out.
2nd and 17 for the Redhawks. Might be the second string quarterback in there. Yeah, it was a very good throw by the sophomore quarterback there. That's number 14 for the Redhawks. That's Jacob Nickel. He's a little bit bigger than Jackson, and Jackson was in the game, so they were both lined up. Jackson maybe as a wide receiver. Nickel is staying in the game after that completion, which resulted in a 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 yards for Frisco Liberty.
And Jackson is here at the bottom of the screen, right?
I think he might be in the slot. There he is in motion.
There he is.
They give it to him, and he is going to be brought down for a loss. Lion defense coming up big. That might have been Enriquez there. Jonathan Sampson at the linebacker spot.
Yeah, we really need to stop. But what I was just thinking about is they were just setting us up that they're going to run that formation again. Have him come in motion. He's going to stop and throw that ball downfield.
You're way ahead of me, Donald.
Yeah, listen. I know a setup when I see it.
All right, let's give the Lion defense some credit there. They did an excellent job there. Kick is a low punt. It's going to roll probably. Rolling inside the 30-yard line, now rolling back toward the 30. It's going to be downed at about the 29-yard line of the Lions, so a good defensive stand going to give the Lions the ball back with 9:39 remaining, and the Lions in front by a point, 14-13.
Yeah, I would like to see a good, at least 3 to 5 minute drive here. I know we just gotta stop. We were aided a little bit on their little mix up in the backfield there defensively, but I really do think we need a long drive here to kind of further keep our foot on our neck, so to speak.
Lion fans happy to see number 3 back on the field. Micah Simpson, whatever was bothering him, he's okay now. He's hands to Neal. Neal finally has a little bit of room, makes a nice move, going down the near sideline, very close to midfield. Cameron Neal with his best run of the night.
We needed it.
Yeah, you got to take the pressure off Simpson.
Absolutely, and then again, running to the left side. Again, now we are headed north, or on your radio dial, we're going right to left. If you're watching on YouTube,
South to north.
Watching on YouTube, I guess we're going right to left as well. But again, I think they have seen something on tape that says we can make our money on running left to the right of the defense.
Parker and Morris on the left side of that offensive line helping out. Runner in motion. This is Williams. Williams might have stepped out of bounds. No, he's still going. Isaiah Williams may have gotten another first down for the Lions.
Good job. You like seeing your teammates pick up the team leader who went out with a brief injury. But it's good to see his fellow comrades rally with him and say, "Hey man, I got you back. We're gonna have to shoulder load this drive. Let's get your feet back underneath."
Yeah, Williams is a junior wide receiver who's getting an opportunity to play a little bit more because of the absence of David Waller and Jaquan Davis. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of the Redhawks. Micah Simpson, senior quarterback, high snap, coming left, got a little bit of room before he's forced out of bounds. Maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, he looks to be just fine to me on that run. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think it might very well have been a cramp because the way he was hitting the water bottle there as he was walking along the sideline as that last series ended.
Man, and don't tell him what was in that water bottle. I've seen everything from mustard to pimple juice to you name it. You know, when you're cramping like that.
Remember the salt tablet?
Oh man.
That's really dating myself. All right, second, we'll call it 8 yards for the Lions. Ball spotted just inside the 40-yard line. Man in motion is Williams. Simpson going right, he's wide open. Down to the 20, cuts back, 10, 5, touchdown. Micah Simpson, no flags. Greenville, touchdown number 3 for number 3.
My goodness. You know, I run that fast when my wife cooks. When I'm on my wife is cook, you can't beat me. Like the way I juke my kids. We know when I'm trying to get in line when there's chicken checkers any night. Oh man. Except I stiff on. He didn't even have to stiff on right there. They wasn't even close enough. Amazing.
Great cutback run.
What an athlete.
Archer O'Neal with the placement. Once again, O'Neal is true, and the Lions go up 21-13 with 8:42 remaining. We're going to take a 30-second break and find out a little bit more about GEUS.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
Lightning has struck once again here at Lions Stadium. T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium has yielded 3 touchdowns by number 3, Micah Simpson. And let me give a shout out, when I got a minute here, to former Greenville standout football player, Danny Black, who is now the press box coordinator here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Got a chance to visit with Danny before the game. He's a really good guy and a great player. Archer O'Neal lined up at the 40. It's more of an in-between kick, comes down at about the 9-yard line where it's taken. Lion coverage looks pretty good, and they bring down the receiver at about the 32-yard line where the Redhawks will start.
And forget what I said about a 3 to 5 minute drive, because that drive literally took 45 seconds off the game. So don't listen to me, Greenville. You just keep doing what you're doing and keep lighting up this scoreboard.
Well, it was good to see Cameron Neal on that first down play pick up the yardage. But
and then Isaiah did a really good job second, and then what can we say about Micah?
Yeah, Micah Simpson took over.
Yeah.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Redhawks. Once again, the sophomore quarterback, Jacob Nickel, looks like he's going to take the snap. Hands off. It's probably Ethan Ashmore. And not much going on. The Lion defense holds him to about a 3-yard gain.
This must be something planned by the Frisco coach. He just wanted to get the backup some experience, running the first team offense just in case there's an injury, because their quarterback was rolling. I don't understand this.
Well, Wilson's back in there, or Jackson, I'm sorry. Completes his pass to the far side, and that's going to be a first down for the Redhawks. We had a little problem with the lighting situation during the week, actually yesterday, but thankfully all the banks of lights are working. We were concerned about having to operate with maybe only 3 banks of lights tonight, which would have not been very good.
Oh,
1st and 10, Frisco. Jackson keeps it, options out, and it goes over the head, I think, of Cam Gibbs and out of bounds.
Hey man, we just want to pull the old pickup trucks on the sideline and just cut the lights on. You remember how we used to do that, man? This game was going to get played. I wasn't concerned.
Absolutely. I hadn't thought about the lights until just a second ago when I looked over there, and sure enough, they're all working.
Yeah, we got a few. Looks like maybe that's just on the parking lot or the back.
Yeah, those are the softball fields over there. Those aren't the stadium lights.
Okay.
In any event, we're back to the football game. Looks like as a result of that pitch out that went out of bounds, there was a pickup of about a yard and a half. We'll call it, well, maybe we won't call it. Let's see if there might be a penalty against the Redhawks.
Must have been a holding.
Now they're going to mark it off against the Lions.
All right. Late hit.
It's a 15-yard penalty against the Lions.
Personal foul of some sort.
Yeah. Well, that'll give the Redhawks really good field position. They'll be inside Greenville territory now. Ball's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line. Senior quarterback Will Jackson back at the helm. Fakes to Ashmore, looking downfield, has plenty of time, finally throws, finds his man, and he's inside the 20-yard line before Luna brings him down from his safety spot.
Yeah, a little quick skinny post right there looked like pretty good velocity on that ball.
Yeah, and great protection by the offensive line for the Redhawks. Will Jackson had plenty of time to really double pump on that one before he found his man. 1st and 10. Fake once again to Ashmore. Looking deep. He's got a man in the end zone. And they say he caught the ball, but they said he was out of bounds.
Wow.
That's a really close call. He was defended.
There's not replay in high school football, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm going to say about that. Go back and watch that on YouTube.
Looked pretty good to me.
Looked good to me, too. I thought he got a foot down. Really nice back shoulder throw as well by the quarterback there.
Yeah, really good catch over there. But ruled out of bounds. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. Redhawks trying to erase an 8-point deficit right now. Ethan Ashmore up the middle, and he's tripped up. Gets inside the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 4.
And on a play like this, I don't know if I want my defensive ends crashing upfield. I think I want them more reading and reacting because his quarterback is so mobile that if you get upfield, you just taking yourself out the play because you're not going to be able to turn around and catch it.
Will Jackson, definitely pretty shifty guy. Takes a snap, fakes to Ashmore, finds his man, and it looks like into the end zone that time. Referee looked like he got whacked over that. A completed pass. Receiver was indeed knocked out of bounds by the Greenville cornerback. 4.5 yard line, so that's going to be first and goal from that point for the Redhawks. 21-13, the Lions lead with 6:26 remaining here in the first half. Jackson hands to Ashmore, and Ashmore is brought down after a very short game.
This is where I lack a size in interior line can rear his ugly head.
Yeah, but the Lion defensive line on that left side with Tapia and Justin Fisher held up pretty nicely there.
They did.
Tapia comes out, replaced for the second down and 2. Second and goal from the 2. Will Jackson hands to Ashmore. Ashmore once again is stopped. This is a pretty good defensive stand down here on the goal line by the Lions.
It is, and this is to me the weakness of the spread offense. In the fact that you have to be in shotgun on second and 2. And that's just, you're, in my opinion, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage because you're putting the ball in your playmaker 7 yards back.
Right.
But that's modern day football.
It is. Very rarely do you see a quarterback underneath the center. So Jackson's 5 yard deep. He's all by himself this time. He's going to keep it himself. Lots of pressure, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the stoppage is. Was there a flag? I don't see one.
Somebody get a timeout in or something?
Procedure penalty against the Redhawks. So I'm wondering if with a little bit more room to operate, they might be a little bit more effective now.
Yeah.
The Lions were all over that one. There's all kinds of pressure on Jackson.
I mean, I know there's no way to do it, but I wish you could decline a procedure penalty.
The Redhawks are going to take a timeout to talk about it. It's going to be third and goal from the 7 yard line. Attention, senior citizens. GISD invites you to our 5th annual Golden Lions Luncheon. The event begins at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, October 25th, in the Greenville High School Career and Technical Center at 3515 Lions Lair. Come enjoy a delicious meal prepared by the GHS Culinary Arts students and served by GISD administration. You will get your complimentary golden ticket that gives you free admission to all GISD home events, including games and performances. You will also be welcomed and entertained by our talented students and hear the latest GISD news. RSVP to Amy Wade by calling 903-408-4427 by October 14th. I have been to those luncheons, Donald, and they are really good.
That's good, man. You just there as an observer, though, right? I mean, you're not old enough to be sneaking in
Woo!
with that crowd, Bob.
All right, first down and goal. There's a throw, and it's behind the receiver and incomplete in the end zone.
They're going for this. I do not see them kicking a field goal here.
Well, I don't know. We're bringing some troops onto the field,
Well,
so
hey,
let's.
listen. What do I know? Hey, I'm just here.
Hey, you're trying to do a little coaching.
What do I know?
Hey, it's your first time. It's your debut, man. Cut yourself a little slack.
Well, listen.
Connor Barton's in to try the field goal. He'll be operating out of the hold of Jacob Bickel, the sophomore quarterback. The kick is up, and it is off to the left. No good.
So they should have listened to me.
They
But it worked out for us. Let's go.
Lions catch a break there as Barton is wide left. So the Lions will pick the ball up or start at the 20-yard line. If I'm correct, I've got my rules down correct. Looks like the refs are going ahead and put it down at the 20. That's where the Lions will start. 4:59 remaining. Here in the first half at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium, Lions leading Frisco's Redhawks, the Liberty Redhawks, 21-13. I'm pretty surprised about this so far, Donald.
I am as well. I was not expecting us to be able to move the ball as easily as we have been able to. And defense looks like they have figured some things out.
Defense clearly great stand on that last series. Simpson and Neal in the background. Williams in motion. Simpson with the keeper. He's loose. And once again, he moves the chains, being brought down outside the 30-yard line. Micah Simpson. It'll be interesting to get his statistics at halftime.
Man, listen, this is a game that it needs to be uploaded to Huddle as soon as this game is over. You hear me? It just needs to be uploaded and sent to all the Power 5 conferences. And he is putting on the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We should have brought the TV stations from Dallas out tonight.
Absolutely.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Simpson hands to Neal. Neal goes right, cuts back. He's loose. Breaks the tackle. He's down over the 50-yard line before two Redhawks bring him down at the Frisco Liberty 45-yard line.
Starting to wear him down a little bit. Starting to wear him down.
Cameron Neal, really, really hard running by the senior running back, son of the legendary Henry Neal, 100-meter state champion from Greenville several years ago. Ball spotted, we'll call it the 44-yard line of the Redhawks. 1st and 10, Lions. 3:57 remaining here in the first half. Simpson coming left. Spins out of another tackle. He's down to the 30. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Greenville, unless he stepped out of bounds. No, it's a touchdown.
He's gone.
I'll tell you what, this is a show. Donald Parrish, and you're getting to see it firsthand.
Man, I'm starting to think you did it for me. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. You're going to make the drive home, that much more enjoyable.
Are we going to have to change his number from 3 to 4 since it's got 4 touchdowns?
Hey, listen, no, let's keep everything the same.
Okay.
Let's keep everything exact same. We don't want to mess up anything.
27-13 with the Lions lining up for the extra point. Diego Martinez takes a snap. Kick is up. O'Neal converts again. 28-13 Lions. Wow, 3:45 remaining here at T.A. Cottonford Stadium. I'll tell you what, I just didn't expect this, Donald.
I didn't either, but now I want to remind our fans of something. They're getting the ball first after halftime. So this is probably the most important possession right now, offensively or defensively, of the game to this point. If we can get a stop here and go up by 2 scores, regardless of what they do, come out the first drive, we'll still be up by at least a touchdown.
That's a very good point.
So I know we're feeling good, we're excited. I've been around and coached young men. I know we look at the scoreboard and hey, gentlemen, it's still 0-0. We got a job to do. We got to keep them out the end zone.
Yeah, clearly this Lion team is fired up, though. I mean, this is after last week's performance. Like I said, this is a surprise, very pleasant surprise.
Well, but this is what Coach Duke was talking about.
That's right.
When he said that he was expecting great things out of the senior class because they had been winning at every level and they had stayed together. So Coach Duke knew what he was talking about.
Well, he got him. He definitely got him motivated. He probably played the underdog tag, with being undermanned, and boy, it's paid off in spades as this Lion team has come out fired up. Short kick by O'Neal, taken at the 30. That's Gibbs, I believe.
Yeah.
He's found some room on the left side, and he's down across his own 45-yard line. There is a penalty on the play, so we'll wait and give you that read. That penalty took place during the run back, so it's a good bet, Donald, that that's going to be against Frisco. That was number 7, I believe, Dylan Davis with the return of that kick.
Yeah, and normally, you wouldn't advise guys to cut it back, but with them getting the ball, catching like at the 35-yard line, I guess the success rate on cutting it back, because the defenders are so much closer to you that if you can outrun them and get to the edge, you can get a big play. He really did reverse the field right there, and you would hate to give up yards. But hey, it worked in our favor.
Redhawks, after the penalty, are going to start their drive at their own 29-yard line. 3 receivers left. A little bit of movement in the line of scrimmage. Jackson's going deep. It's intercepted, but I think there might be a penalty on the play.
Yeah, I think it was a free play for the offense.
It was a really good coverage by the Lions, and that was looks like Jamarian Stevenson on the interception.
Well, Matthew thinks it's a pass interference on the offense. I think one of our defenders made early contact with the line. Maybe it's offsetting penalties.
I thought I saw something haywire at the line of scrimmage. Let's wait and see what the referee's call is. But very athletic play by Stevenson to make that interception. Lions are doing a really good job in coverage tonight. I got to hand it to the DBs tonight.
Well, such good coverage that they interfered on that one. But you're right. They call pass interference on us.
Well, it's a 15-yard penalty, so that results in big walk-off and a starting position now at the 43-yard line for Jackson. Jackson fakes a handoff. He keeps it, tries to go left, breaks it up the middle, and picks up pretty nice yardage. Will Jackson, senior quarterback.
Yeah, they're under no rush, but at the same time, they don't want to get the ball back to to Greenville. So that quarterback run there makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no huddle offense for the Redhawks. Down to 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Lion defense trying to keep the Redhawks from putting more points on the board. Will Jackson fakes a handoff, quick screen left, and the receiver is forced out of bounds, but not before he moves the chains for a first down, Frisco Liberty.
And that play looked like the defense coordinator had him in a true cover two, kind of Tampa 2 style defense. I'm glad to see that because we got to bottle up their quarterback, which we've done a good job of it since the second quarter started, if I'm being honest. That first quarter looked like he was going to run over all game.
Clock stopped with 2:48. Fakes the handoff again. Jackson looking to right. This time he's a little bit wide with the throw. Intended down here on the near side. Probably for Cam Gibbs. He won't turn and let me look at his number. Yeah, it's Gibbs. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Once again, clock stops at 2:43 with the incomplete pass. Lion defense looking to shut the door here. Fakes to Ashmore. Here comes Will Jackson around the right side. He's loose at the 30. Forced out of bounds after picking up a first down inside the 30-yard line. He's doing his best imitation of Micah Simpson.
Yeah, and we had him about 10 yards before he went out of bounds. We've got to wrap up though.
Yeah, you need better containment on that one as Jackson was able to get to the corner. So that'll be a first down for the Redhawks. Ball's going to be spotted at the 27-yard line of Greenville. 2:35 remaining as Jackson went out of bounds and converted on the first down anyway. So they're doing a great job of clock management here are the Redhawks.
Absolutely.
Jackson takes a snap, fakes to Ashmore, looking downfield, finds his man on a short post. Very close to first down yardage. Looks like Josiah Lewis, junior wide receiver, on that reception. Just a little, about a 10-yard stop pattern there.
Yeah.
Good throw by Jackson, right between the number 1 and the number 3.
Old Michael Irvin right there.
There you go. 1st and 10 for Frisco Liberty. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. Jackson keeping it. He's got some room again. He's going toward the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah. I was concerned about that. Now, the good thing is for us, we have proven over and over again that we can score quicker than a minute 59 seconds, but you don't really want to put yourself in that position because if we don't score here, we give them the ball. We really haven't shown an ability to stop them consistently. So first possession if we don't score here, first possession to the second half, we can really win a tie game as well as we played today.
Exactly. 28-19 is the score. Looks like Frisco Liberty's going to go for 2, try to make up for that blocked extra point on their first touchdown. Will Jackson has receivers, 2 on each side. They're going straight up the middle. And we'll have to see. The ball came loose. They're signaling that he crossed the goal line before he lost the handle. Just a straight run right up the middle by the quarterback from the shotgun position. And the Redhawks add 2 points as Will Jackson and Micah Simpson are putting on shows for each of their teams tonight.
Absolutely. I don't know if I would ever want to be a defense coordinator in high school football. That's got to be worse than being a substitute teacher. I'm just saying.
28-21. The Greenville Lions lead the Frisco Liberty Redhawks. 1:59 remaining. The Lions have 2 timeouts, and they've got Micah Simpson.
Correct.
You feeling pretty good about that?
I like our chances. Matter of fact, I'm concerned that we're going to give them the ball back with like a minute and 1 second to go on the clock.
What do you think, Matthew? Matthew's not saying anything. He's just enjoying it. Yeah, Matthews. It's taken by the up man at the 20, up to the 30. Lost a helmet or a football, one of the two. Penalty on the play.
That's got to be a face mask, right?
It's Micah Simpson on the return, so they had him in the up position. And they kicked to him anyway, but he lost his helmet, so he'll have to sit out at least one play.
They didn't call a face mask on that either. Interesting.
They did call a face mask.
Okay, good.
So that's a personal foul against Frisco Liberty. And that'll move the ball into.
Yeah, I think the offensive yard now.
Referee stepping it off toward midfield. Going to place the ball at the Greenville 49-yard line. So 7 seconds ran off the clock. Let's see what the Lion offense can generate here with less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half with a lead of 28-21. That is an eternity the way things have been going. Micah Simpson, man in motion is Williams. Hands to Neal. Neal off the left side. Cuts it back. Then tries to get outside. And gets about 4 or 5 yards. Might have been better off just taking that one straight up. What do you think, Donald?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a little slow getting up.
Yeah. I'm hoping for this cramps again. You know, it's early in the season. I know these guys have been working out all summer. But it's nothing like playing a whole game, especially on a muggy night.
Yeah, for sure. So it is indeed running back Cameron Neal who's being attended to. Who's your GISD Hero of Hope? Nominate your GISD Hero of Hope today. The program recognizes a GISD employee each month who makes a difference in the lives of our students. Lone Star Credit Union is the proud sponsor of Hero of Hope, and they donate a $100 MasterCard gift card for the honorees, who are also recognized at the GISD School Board meeting. Email your nominations to communications@Greenville ISD and include the nominee's name and a brief description about why they are your hero. Cameron Neal walks off the field under his own power. Again, looks like a cramp situation. So we'll try to check the substitute running back. Normally that would be David Waller, but of course Waller is out. So Micah Simpson takes a snap, goes right, cuts it back, comes to the left side. Oh, and he's brought down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. He very nearly broke another one.
Yeah, and you know what? That's almost like a tackle for a loss compared to runs that he's getting all game.
Trying to identify that substitute running back. Might be Jaden Johnson, number 23. And confirm that for me, Donald, if you get a chance, the number of that running back.
All right.
Third down, we'll call it 3 yards. Simpson rolling right. Simpson's got the corner, going for the chains, and he's going to be very close.
I don't think he got there, unless he stuck the ball out across the line.
I didn't see any movement. The chain gang has fourth. Clock stops with the play out of bounds, so it'll be 4th and 1. 49 seconds remaining. Got to believe the Lions will go for this one. Try to keep the momentum with a 7-point lead here going into halftime. Micah Simpson now in deep formation, 4th and 1 Lions. He keeps it, and he is stopped.
Yeah.
The Redhawk defense comes up big.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I was thinking for the play, that might have been a time I would have punted the ball. It might have been a time I would have punted the ball and just would have forced them to try to go to length in the field in less than a minute. Now we've given them, only 55 yards instead of having to go, say, 80 or 90. Again, but with the rate these offenses are clicking tonight, it may not have been.
Well, and trying to go straight up the middle might not have been a good choice. That hasn't worked all night long for Neal, and that time didn't work for Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, 1st and 10 for, Donald, for the Redhawks. 44-yard line. 4 receivers to the right side. And it's a bubble screen. It might be a double pass, but it's stopped by a penalty. That was clearly going to be a double pass because the pass came out here to Jacob Nickel. So they gave themselves away that time, so that one won't be working again. 5-yard penalty against Frisco slows this effort by the Redhawks. 41 seconds remaining after the penalty. 1st and 15 now. Nickel goes off. So it'll be Simpson and Jackson and Ashmore in the backfield.
Looks like we're in the cover 2 man.
You have Greenville DBs giving them a little bit more room. Need pressure on the quarterback at this point. A sack would be just what the doctor ordered. We've seen linebacker splits from the Greenville defense at times. Let's see what happens tonight. Jackson takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Ashmore, finds his man wide open on the far side, and out of bounds down at about the 46-yard line in Greenville.
About 36 seconds ago. Again, you want to try to, if you're Greenville, you want to try to keep everything in front of you. You're in the catch-22. I mean, a blitz would be great, a sack would be beautiful, but it also leaves us in single coverage. Anytime you bring anybody, that's one less guy you got to cover.
Frisco has 2 timeouts. Clock stopped again at 36 seconds. Ashmore under some pressure this time, works his way outside and very nearly intercepted on the far side of the field. That's Jamarian Stevenson once again. Would have been great if he could have hung on to that one.
Yeah.
30 seconds remaining now. With 2 timeouts, the Hawks are using the clock really efficiently.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. The play only took 6 seconds. Again, both these offenses can move the ball at lightning speed.
Greenville defense has to hold here. 3rd down and 11. Ashmore fake. There's a quick pass out to Gibbs, and Gibbs is corralled here on the near sideline. Great tackle that time.
Now there's a similar situation that we were just in. Do you go for it here on 4th down and potentially give up a short field, or do you punt it?
DeJuan Kennedy with a really good stop there. And that forces a 4th down and 11. I'm sorry. 4th and 1.
4th and 1?
That's my bad, folks. 4th and 1. Redhawks going for it with 21 seconds remaining. Man in motion. Jackson's going to keep it. And he's brought down and he stretches forward. Nice job. Athletic move by Jackson to get the conversion.
Sometimes coaches do stuff to be funny. I swear they just run the same play that we just ran and that we did not convert.
Yeah.
I think they ran the exact same play except they converted. I'm telling you, coaches do that. Coaches do that kind of stuff to each other to be funny. I promise you.
Well, it worked for the Redhawks. Now we've got a timeout on the field. 28-21, the Lions lead. 15 seconds remaining in this very exciting first half here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. We're going to be here for a while,
That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it's looking like.
It is almost 9 o'clock, and we're not even at halftime yet, folks. So, get the coffee pot going. You're going to be with us for a while tonight.
I hope you got some seat cushions for those you got there on those aluminum seats.
All right, Redhawks, 1st and 10. Ball is spotted at the Greenville 45-yard line. Ethan Ashmore, running back, and Will Jackson, quarterback. Two principals in this Frisco Liberty Redhawk offense. 3 receivers to the left. Let's see if that's something drawn to the people and get them away from this guy on the right side. He's looking left. Jackson throws, and beautiful tackle. I think the pass was complete, but Greenville defended it very well as the defender was right there.
He broke on it well.
Really nice play by Joe Luna on the wide receiver. As soon as he got that reception, Luna was there to drill him. 7 seconds remaining now. Donald, I'm kind of worn out.
Listen, hey man, this is your fault. You said you won a high-scoring game, and you said you were the boss man. So all they're doing, Bob, is just doing the instructions that you gave, buddy.
Well, I'm going to have to get some oxygen, man. We haven't seen David Claiborne tonight, but if you guys have not seen the recent edition, or a recent edition of the Greenville Herald Banner, David put together a really good high school football piece. And,
he's going to have a lot to write about this week.
Yes, he will. He'll be more excited tonight at halftime than he was last week when we had about 35 yards of total offense. All right, back to this one. 28-21, Lions lead the Redhawks. 7 seconds remaining. Redhawks take the ball. Jackson looking deep, throwing deep, and Greenville intercepts in the end zone to stifle that drive. And this will take the Lions to the halftime, to the locker room, with a 28-21 lead. 28-21, Lions.
And guess who got the interception?
Was it Simpson?
It was Simpson.
Oh, that figures. Who else, right?
Who else?
Well, when chips are down, you put your best athletes on the field, whether it's defense or offense. And Micah Simpson takes care of that end of that drive, and the Lions will go to the halftime with a 28-21 lead. Now to watch the Frisco Liberty Band, and we'll try to corral David Claiborne and get him in here to give us some first half statistics.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Greenville became the first municipally owned public power electric utility in Texas in 1891, when privately owned companies were only interested in serving large cities such as Dallas and Fort Worth. Greenville citizens took destiny into their own hands and began producing their own power. Today, more than 130 years later, GEUS continues to provide this vital service to our community. Public power has a long history nationwide of supplying electricity to communities when investor-owned utilities wouldn't or couldn't provide this crucial service. The nation's 2,000-plus community-owned utilities currently supply power to millions of people in 49 states and 5 U.S. territories. The communities range in size from being very small to the largest public power system, which is owned by citizens of Los Angeles, California. San Antonio is the second largest city in the U.S. receiving public power. Municipally owned, public power utilities answer directly to their customers. Decisions are made locally by citizens of the community. Because public power utilities are owned by their communities and are not motivated by profits, rates are typically lower than investor-owned utilities and reliability is higher. Public power utilities value providing local customer services such as local offices with pay centers. GEUS is a public power utility. That means your utility is community-owned and not-for-profit. GEUS is proud to be your local public power utility. Do not let a Wi-Fi issue ruin your day, because there are plenty of tips that you could use to restore a lost internet connection. Here's a few helpful internet troubleshooting tips that could help you out. First, check your Wi-Fi settings. Phones and tablets also have settings that turn Wi-Fi on and off. Make sure that this is turned on so you can connect to your network. Also, make sure to check your wide area network and your local area network connections. These Ethernet cables go to and from your router. Sometimes a quick unplug for 30 seconds of the router can help fix connectivity issues. This is very common in the cases where the router has not been turned off in a while. When resetting your router, you should reboot the modem as well. This will force everything to capture a new IP address. Also, if possible, to hook the computer directly to the modem and check to see if you have a connection. If you are used to connecting automatically when in range of a router but are no longer able to, changes may have been made to the network while you are away. Please check other devices on your network to see if anything else will connect. Sometimes issues are isolated to one device. GEUS offers technical support 24/7 by calling 866-467-9794. GEUS customer service representatives are also available during business hours to assist you right here in Greenville by calling 903-457-2800.
When GEUS first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. GEUS, delivering reliable electric service.
Before we get started, I have to compliment you on that high school football piece that you did. That is one beautiful piece of artwork and publication.
Talking about the magazine?
The magazine.
Yeah, had a lot of help. Leslie Gibson, whose husband Dale passed away a couple months ago, she did the layout and the graphics on it, and it was kind of a two-person production. I did the writing, and Laurie King supplied some photos, and Buster Clem supplied some, and I did. But Leslie Gibson did a lot of she was the one that tweaked it and made it look really spectacular.
Well, kudos to both of you, and my condolences to Leslie. I had no idea. This first half, David, was totally different from last week's game against Lake Dallas.
It makes a difference that quarterback put Micah in there. We've seen him at quarterback before, and he just he opens up so many possibilities. He's so quick. I mean, I had him with 228 yards rushing on just 18 carries. Touchdowns and runs of 54, 12, 38, 44. One prettiest runs was this 20-yarder that he had where he's scrambling in and out of trouble. Oh, wow, that was a spectacle. Well, that last touchdown run, running down the sidelines, how he tight-roped that thing. This is probably the best half I've seen a Greenville Lion have since Crandall Hale against Roy City. He was state player of the week, and he had about 300 yards rushing in the first half of that game. Yeah. Randall went on to run for 2,000 yards, played on national championship team at A&M Commerce. Yeah. So, Jarvis was talking about Michael Simpson. Micah's uncle had a 300-yard game here in Greenville one time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Who was the uncle? Do we know?
Michael Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Micah's uncle.
Ah, okay.
So we've seen Simpsons do some things. We've seen Randall do some things, and then I liked how Cameron Neal kind of turned it on the last few carries. Of course, that's Henry Neal's son.
What were his stats?
I had a camera with 59 yards on 8 carries. Up through the first 4 carries, he was -3 for 4, but the last 4 carries, he really turned it on, and he ran tough.
Yeah.
This
I don't
kid-
recall any completed passes for the Lions.
None.
None, okay.
They only tried 2. Joel tried one when Micah was on the sidelines briefly, and Micah tried one. Quite a contrast because Liberty, I got them 173 yards passing. That Will Jackson, he was like 13. He was 12 of 20 passing, 173. Actually, they have 186 yards passing because backup, they put in that Scott Brock in there one series.
I think that was Jacob Nickel or
Oh,
Bickle.
I'm looking at the wrong roster.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Jacob Nickel.
They put
Yep.
him in there.
Yeah, he's a good-looking player.
And, you know, they want to get these 2 teams. You can tell. Liberty wants to get Will Jackson the ball, and Greenville wants to get Micah Simpson the ball, and they're finding different ways. And you know, we've seen Micah in the past at wide receiver, running back, and quarterback. And they told me all along their goal was to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I noticed he did something different on the kickoff return. They haven't been kicking it to him, so he moved up and he got that one.
Right.
But what I was proud of, you saw who ended up with the ball in the last play of first half, Micah Simpson.
Yeah, Donald Parrish had that one called all the way.
That's just one of the best halves I've seen a Greenville Lion play ever.
Yeah.
That was spectacular. We've come to expect this from Micah. I mean, we saw him last year on a 92-yard touchdown run. It doesn't matter where he is on the field. He's capable of scoring.
No question about it. Yeah. Yeah. What about Ashmore? What kind of a running did he have in that first half?
I had him with
Frisco.
21 yards on 5 carries. The main runner was that Will Jackson. He had 62 yards on 9 carries. He's a dual threat running and throwing.
Right.
It's just quite a difference.
Yeah.
Frisco Liberty spread the receptions out. I got this Cam Gibbs, 4 receptions, 57 yards, and that Marion Porter, freshman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marion Porter, he had 4 catches for 40. This is a young Frisco Liberty team that graduated all 11 seniors off of that team last year.
Well, it clearly shows because they're not the team that they were last year.
That was on offense. 11 starters on offense, all but 2 on defense. So it's a young team. If Greenville was going to get them, now's the time to get them.
Yeah. Well, David, we really appreciate it. The Greenville Band's going to be coming up here in just a minute. We're going to take a break. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll talk to you after the game if we get a W. Yeah, it's more fun. We'll be right back, folks. Thanks, David.
We would also like to thank the incredible welcome of the Redhawks are on the clock.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
Bob Moody and Donald Harris back at PA Cotton Ford Stadium here as halftime concludes. The Lions are in the north end zone loosening up. Redhawks have not made an appearance yet. But Donald, for your debut, what do you think about this this job of broadcasting?
Man, this is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying myself. I'm really enjoying watching this young man, Michael Simpson. Why have y'all been keeping him from? Like, why y'all been hiding this young man? This young man needs to be on national TV. This is amazing.
He's clearly a talent, and he's had an opportunity to show his skills tonight because the line's given him just enough to get him loose. And once he gets loose, he's so shifty.
And this is amazing because the offensive line is so banged up, and as a team, we're so banged up coming into this game. And so to see him put on this kind of performance really shows his leadership. And I believe David said at halftime he's had a 300-yard rushing game before. Or
His dad did.
His dad.
Or his uncle.
His uncle.
His uncle.
His uncle. Well, he's already at 225. So
He's pretty close.
I think it's safe to say that he might be setting a record tonight.
Well, admittedly, the defensive coaches for Frisco are probably going to make some serious adjustments here at halftime.
You know, there's only so much adjusting you can do when the other guy is just better, right? You know,
It's a good point.
You know, I again, like I said during the broadcast, I would not want to be a defensive coordinator in high school football, especially in Texas.
Well, it'll be interesting now with this second half. Of course, Frisco Liberty gets the second half kickoff, but can the Lions, in their undermanned condition, can they sustain this effort and bring home the W?
Ironically, I'm going to say yes because they're scoring so quickly. Attrition is not kicking in, meaning that the defense is not on the field for a 10-play drive, right, and then have to turn around and get back on the field.
Right.
And neither is the offense on the field very long. So it's almost not enough plays for a guy to get injured. If you think about it,
Okay.
We're looking at 5-play drives, for both teams, really. I mean, it's been ping pong, kind of action here. So, of course, we don't want that to continue. We want to offer some kind of resistance to Frisco. And I like what we did in the second half. I thought we did some subtle adjustments going with more of a cover 2 look to have some more eyes on and kind of contain their quarterback from running. But outside of that, they have a true dual threat at quarterback. And I'm afraid if we show him too much attention, it's going to leave us exposed.
Yeah. Clearly the Lion defense had a good series there right at the end of the half.
Absolutely.
They stepped up. Cornerbacks, defensive backs all did really well, and they got a little pressure on Will Jackson, the quarterback, and that makes a difference. A quarterback's just never going to be as effective when he's got people in his face.
Absolutely.
Redhawks are on the field. Both teams in the north end zone on either side of the run through down on the Redhawks, but the Lions leave theirs up, and those are pretty fancy blow-ups.
And, listen, I guess I'm a little jealous.
It's okay.
We never imagined that we would have to be running through something like that. That's phenomenal. With the smoke and all that, it really gets the juices flowing.
Yeah, it really does. A lot of games I used to call, and you and I were talking about it earlier, that the art students and the cheerleaders and everybody would make this big paper banner, and they'd hold it up with 2 long poles, and the teams would run through it, and that would be it.
That's it. But now you got the train horn and the I mean, man, this
smoke the whole business.
Hey, man, this is Texas high school football, man. It's king. That's why it's king.
Friday night lights here at TA Cotton Ford Stadium as the booster clubs deflate the run-throughs, and the Lion kicking teams taking the field. They'll be kicking from our right to our left, from the south to the north. Liberty trailing by a touchdown, and the Lion defense needing a stop here on the first series, get their offense back on the field and try to increase his lead.
A stop here would be huge. I want us up by 2 scores heading into the fourth quarter. Just because, again, because of how banged up we are defensively, depending on young guys, and then this Frisco offense is not like ours. Although we're winning and we probably have more total yards, we're one-dimensional in how we have to do it.
Yep, the Greenville with offense without a pass completion in the first half. Only 2 attempts, one by Simpson, one by Luna. Archer O'Neill, who's converted 4 times successfully on point afters, will tee it up. He's kicking deep, and this is a good one. This is going to go into the end zone. O'Neill has really, really gotten stronger.
So why don't they do that every time instead of angling the ball out of bounds?
Very good question.
See, that's where the analytics get in the way of football. Don't even get me started. I am a preacher, and I can preach about that, but I'm not going to tonight. We're going to enjoy this football.
All right, Redhawks get the ball at the 25-yard line after the touchback. Senior quarterback Will Jackson had a good first half, both on the ground and in the air. Takes a snap, starts to roll, throws a quick bubble screen, and the Lions have got this one covered
They really
beautifully.
That was a backwards pass, so it almost looked like they were maybe trying to set up for the own Philly special that Philadelphia ran in the Super Bowl. It's exactly what that looked like to me, man. I don't know, and Bob, I don't know what it looked like to you, but that was a backwards pass. I think they were trying to throw that ball again.
It could very well have been. I don't think that was Bickle on the receiving end, though. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Second, we'll call it 15. Fakes to Ashmore, looking downfield, double pumps, and gets a completion. It's a short one, completed to number 3, Orangey. Pickup of about 9. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. Just underway here in the second half, 11 minutes. Huge stop for the Greenville Lion defense if they can pull it off. There's a throw. It is complete, so that will be a conversion for Frisco.
Yeah, these RPOs are very popular at every level of football. And again, almost, I'm not saying they're impossible to defend, but they are very difficult to defend because everything is up to the quarterback to decide what he wants to do.
And that's Gibbs with the reception again, and the Greenville quarterbacks, rightfully so, are giving Gibbs plenty of room. Fake once again to Ashmore, pass toward Gibbs, and he's got it. Right between 2 defenders, and he's got a touchdown.
See, that's what, again, remember we talked about midway that second quarter when we got up 2 scores, and I was saying, hey, if you get a stop here, that's the most important stop. Because they can score. They can score just as quickly as what we can. And so we've got to figure that out defensively. But the good thing is our offense gets ready to take the field now.
Yeah, Gibbs made that reception, kind of took it on his hip, right between Stevenson and Luna, and out-raced him to the end zone. Here's the extra point attempt. Kick is up and good. It ties the score at 28. Real quick strike offense. Will Jackson to Cam Gibbs. About a 50-yard play, and with 10:27 remaining here in the third quarter, we've got a 28-28 tie.
Minute and 33-second drive. My goodness.
Lightning strikes again, this time in favor of the Redhawks. For the Lion offense now, receiving team lining up on their own 45-yard line. Connor Barton will take do the kicking duties for the Redhawks, as he has all night long. Deep for the Lions, Isaiah Williams, number 15, and Cameron Neal.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like they scooted Micah up. Matthew spotted that for us. They scooted Micah up in the middle, trying to hide him a little bit. Let's see if they recognize that and kick it deep.
Yeah, we'll see what Barton does. Yeah, Micah Simpson standing at the 20. So they're in position if they try something deep. Of course, Neal and Isaiah Williams can pick it up and lay it down as well. Here's Connor Barton approaching from 8 yards deep, and he kicks it deep.
Yeah, they saw it.
And Simpson fights Neal for it, ends up taking it. He's on the near sideline, and he gets hemmed in at about the 25 or 26 yard line.
See, that's useful. That's useful in goose range. I want him to save his legs, so I want somebody else to feel that.
Yeah.
The coach may end up having to pull him off a kickoff at some point in this game just to save his legs, wear and tear, so he won't start cramping up again.
I agree with you 100%. Cameron Neal certainly capable of taking that one, and it saves a little bit of wear and tear on Micah Simpson. 3 receivers to the right in this setup, 1 to the left.
Bob, it's like when you have a Ferrari, it's hard not to not drive, right?
That is true. Man in motion is Williams. Going to the right and cutting it back is Simpson. Behind the block of Saul Gonzalez, he picks up maybe a couple of yards. Again, defensive adjustment possibly by the Redhawks. What do you think?
Yeah, and this is only the second time that he's not gone for a big gain on the run. He had like 1 3-yard run in the second quarter. And this one looks like they got a few more guys kind of closer to the line of scrimmage because they have noticed, like we have, and we've pointed out that we've not put the ball in the air more than twice. And so I'm curious if we have a nice play action. Hopefully we won't ever need it, but maybe we have one somewhere in the playbook.
There is a penalty against the Lions on this play, and official is checking with the unsportsmanlike conduct against both teams. So it's offsetting penalties. That might have been after the play, so the play might stand. If that's the case, it'll remain 2nd and 10.
I'm not saying this is the case here, but sometimes referees have rabbit ears, and they're listening to what these guys are saying to each other. And I understand you want to kind of keep everything at a certain level, but it is football.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 28-28 all.
I would rather in a situation like that, I would rather the referees go to both sidelines and tell the coaches, hey man, tell so-and-so to cut it out, tell so instead of calling, a penalty that results in nothing.
Right.
It's
a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. Go to the coach and say, coach, number so-and-so on your team and on this team, or have one referee apiece go to the sideline and say, hey, just tell them to knock it off.
Longhorn formation for the Lions. Micah Simpson takes a snap, fakes to Neal. Quick throw out to the right. And that's not going to yield very much.
Gotta get a block. Gotta get that block. That was a nice quick throw.
Yeah,
gotta get that block.
Marion Nelson on the reception, but his fellow receiver out there couldn't get the handle on the defender, and no gain on the play. So 3rd and 8. The Lion offense is stumbling just a little bit here early in the third quarter. 9:23, 9:20 remaining. Micah Simpson and Cameron Neal in the backfield. Simpson rolling left, looking downfield. He's got a man wide open, and he overshot him.
That's the play I was looking for all night.
And it looks like the wide receiver has either pulled a calf muscle or gotten a cramp. That is Hayden McGuire that was wide open, and Simpson just airmailed it. And McGuire is in a lot of pain. So that'll bring up a punting situation for Archer O'Neal.
Man, that was the play. That was the play right there.
It was indeed. O'Neal standing at his own 15-yard line. Deep snapper tonight is Ruben Enriquez, who's substituting for Justin Sampson.
First punt of the game by either team. Am I right?
There hadn't been very many. I think it's maybe the second punt by Greenville. I don't remember Liberty having to punt at all. They had some 4th down situations, and they chose to do it. Well, interestingly enough, Will Jackson, the quarterback, is back to receive this punt. So their situation mirrors Greenville's.
Absolutely.
Very much. Little delay here on the field. It's 4th and 8 for the Lions, deep in their own territory. So the Redhawk defense steps up. Here's the snap. And the kick is a short one off the side of O'Neill's foot, and it goes out of bounds somewhere around midfield. So good starting field
You're right,
position.
there was a second punt because the first one we got a really good, the first quarter got a really good bounce on it.
Ball's going to be spotted right at the 50-yard line. So excellent field position once again for Frisco.
All right, now we really need to get a stop here. We don't need to give up points. We've either led or been tied this entire game. Coming off that loss last week, we want to keep the boys excited, keep them motivated. You know, these are kids, right? And they look at the scoreboard.
Yep. Yeah, they're a little bit back on their heels right now as that Lion defense. Will Jackson looking downfield again, and he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Good coverage there by Jamorian Stevenson and Joel Luna. Forced Jackson to just kind of dump it off.
Yeah. Jackson is right-handed. But he seems to favor going to his left. Have you noticed that?
Yes, he does.
So that's kind of a cross-body throw. I wonder if we can start blitzing from our right side, which is his left side. Hope he runs into a sack.
Now, man in motion. Jackson fakes it to him. He's off left tackle. He spins out of one tackle.
Good tackle.
Brought down nicely on the far side. Greenville defense is really playing very, very well. That might have been Sampson on the tackle. Jonathan Sampson from his linebacker spot. Being a 3rd and 7 for Frisco as the Lion defense getting a little bit stingy here. 8:24 remaining, clock running here in the 3rd quarter.
Watch this slot receiver with a little skinny post to the inside. They ran it a couple times in the first half.
Jackson's back. Hands it to Ashmore, and Ashmore is fighting for yardage, and I think I saw a penalty on the play. There is a flag on the field as Ashmore gets very close to the sticks. Let's see what the call is. Like a personal foul face mask against Greenville. So he may not have had the yardage, but with the step off, 15 yards against the Lions, moves the ball down to the 26-yard line of Greenville. So the Lion defense did the job, just somebody got a little bit of face mask.
Yeah. Now is the time, defense coordinator, to try to give them something, give them a different look. We really do need, this is one of those key moments in the game we're going to remember this drive.
Absolutely. Got to get into Jackson's face. There's a low throw. I think the reception was made on the far side of the field by Gibbs. About a 7-yard pickup down to the 20. Got to get some pressure on the quarterback. What do you think?
Yeah, it's tough. He's getting rid of the ball so quickly. But you're right. We've got to figure it out.
This time he hands to Ashmore up the middle. Ashmore fighting for yardage. He's brought down, but not before he gets a first down.
Yeah, this RPO game is so tough to defend because the receivers are running routes as if they're getting the ball every play. The running back is running as if he's getting the ball. The only quarterback knows what he's going to do. And he probably doesn't know until after the snap.
Officials timeout on the field for an injured player. One of the Lions is down. We'll take a 30-second break and let Matthew tell you more about GEUS.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
Jonathan Sampson walks off the field under his own power. Looks like he's going to be okay. Substitute in at linebacker now. Will Jackson has a man in motion, and there's a penalty.
It's got to be a false start.
Might be a procedure penalty against the Redhawks. So that'll set him back 5. That'll help. 7:04 remaining. It'll be 1st and 15 now for Frisco Liberty, as they're trying to turn this game around after trailing by a touchdown at the half. They've tied it up here in the 3rd quarter, and they're trying to get more. 7 minutes remaining. 3rd quarter. Will Jackson steps forward, throws a quick screen to the outside, and the Lions cover it pretty well. Thrown out of bounds on the far side. I'm having a lot of trouble identifying. That might have been Ruben Enriquez on the tackle.
You're doing better than me, Bob. I'm just glad to be tackled.
Good play by the linebacker. 2nd and a long 11 for Frisco. Will Jackson just likes throwing the ball, and they're having success, so they're probably going to keep doing it. Jackson takes the snap, drops back straight, throws over the middle. Oh, nice defensive play. That was Luna, I believe, that stepped in front of the receiver.
It's that double post route that they have been running with some limited success.
Yeah.
It looks like we were sitting on that time though.
Yeah, Luna did a really nice job of breaking that one up. Little confusion here. 2 players come off for Greenville. I don't know whether 2 went on or not.
So we're looking at
Braden Rios and Enriquez come off the field. So 3rd down and a long 11. Jackson fakes to Ashmore, looks right, has plenty of tune. Now he tries to go back to his left, and the Lions covering.
Good job.
Well, really well done in the defensive backfield for Greenville. Force Jackson into a scramble mode, and the defensive linemen come up big, forcing what looks to be a field goal attempt.
That's what it looks like.
So Jacob Bickle, the quarterback, sophomore quarterback, will be holding for Connor Barton. It's an opportunity for Frisco to go ahead. The kick is up, and it's good. Field goal of 31 yards for Connor Barton puts the Redhawks in front, 31-28.
You know, I'm not upset because given what we gave them the ball, to only give up 3 there, I think that's okay.
Yeah, but you know, we talked about the defense being on the field for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened here in this 3rd quarter. The Lion offense was not able to generate anything, and the defense is probably a little bit gassed right now.
Correct, and that's the side effect of being a quick strike offense, or depending on being a quick strike offense and not being able to have a long sustained drive. Now we got to play complementary football. Take some time off the clock, give our defense a chance to catch their breath.
Yep.
But now, if Michael breaks into open field, however, you take the points.
Well, we think about that play that misfired too, just at the end of the Lions side when the wide receiver was just wide open and Simpson just missed him. Lions offense gets another chance here with 5:36 remaining, trailing this time by 3, 31-28. First time tonight that the Lions have been behind, so let's see how they respond. Connor Barton with the kickoff duties for Frisco. Looked like a man might have been offsides. Cameron Neal takes it and steps out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. That was a good kick. If they'd have let that one go out of bounds, we'd have had it at the 30, but you can't take that chance.
Correct.
You got to cover those kicks.
Got to cover. It's a live ball.
All right, so let's see what the Lion offense could do right now, Donald.
Yeah, I want to see. Let's get the ball in our running back's hand a little bit. And let's just see if we can, again, just take some time off the clock and give our defense time to catch the breath.
Micah Simpson takes a snap, fakes, goes to the right. He's loose. He's down to the 40, 50, 40, 30, 20. 10. Touchdown, Micah Simpson. Oh my goodness, he's done it again.
Every time I can play.
That was a 75-yard run.
Goodness. Every time, Bob, every time I say slow it down, take the time off the clock, you know, Micah's like, I'm not listening to you, man. Touchdown.
They didn't want to hear it, man.
That's touchdown number 5 on the day. Over 300 yards rushing for Micah.
Pretty close to 300. Yeah, that was it was about 74 or 75 yards on that one. So Archer Oatmeal trying to put point number 35, high snap. Again, Diego Martinez does a great job pulling that thing down and getting it down so O'Neal can get the kick up. And he does successfully. 35-31. Lions back in front thanks to the nimble feet of Micah Simpson. I don't know what to say that we haven't already said about this guy.
Listen, this kid is phenomenal. I mean, I'm going to challenge us here at GEUS to put together like a little highlight reel of just tonight of just showing his touchdown runs, man. Listen, we'll break the internet with just showing that, man.
I think we've got a season's worth of highlights already.
I mean, phenomenal.
Not many guys score 5 touchdowns in a game, and he's got 5 here and with not even 3 quarters into the game.
Yeah, I mean, for this to be the second game of the season and for him to be playing as well, again, with missing some of his fellow senior combatants.
Right,
and some key members of this offensive line. I can only imagine of what he can do.
All right, here's Archer O'Neal, Donald,
Wow.
with the kick, throwing it deep again. Not quite as deep this time. It's taking it to 5-yard line. Back to the 15, the 20. He's got some room, and he's corralled very nicely at the 24-yard line.
Good form tackle. Let me say one more thing about Michael. I don't know if I'm going to take him out of quarterback position the rest of the season. I don't know.
Yeah, Ruben Enriquez on the tackle. Good coverage by the Lion defensive coverage team that time. Frisco starts at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:13 remaining. But yeah, that's a good point, Donald. He's going to have a hard time deciding to bring Anthony Johnson back into the quarterback slot.
I just don't know if I can.
Jackson takes the snap, hands to Ashmore up the middle. He's loose. Wow, big gain up by first down yardage for Ethan Ashmore, gain of about 10.
It looks like we're in a 3-3-5.
And
oh, man.
Ashmore might be hurt.
Ashmore might be down.
He might have a cramp. Yep. One of his linemen is tending to him. Looks like Ashmore's got a cramp. Nice run. Big hole. Credit that offensive line. And those guys are big. For Frisco Liberty, and they opened a huge hole. Could have driven your pickup truck through that one.
Absolutely.
5:07 remaining. We'll take a short break and find out a little bit more about GEUS.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
First down for the Frisco Liberty Redhawks. Ball at the 36-yard line in their own territory.
Single high safety look here. Defense coordinator is trying to do some things different. Let's see how it results.
Ashmore out of the game. Luna, standing at 16 yards deep in the defensive backfield. Now he's moving up a little bit. Or is that Simpson in there? Might be Micah Simpson playing a little defense. Jackson fakes left, brings it back over the middle. and a host of Lions bring him down after a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like we were in a cover one that time. Cover one man. Again, this is a very difficult job trying to scheme up something to slow this Frisco offense down because they can beat us in the air or on the ground. And you know, and our run game is just so dominant tonight.
Yeah.
That we haven't had to show that we can do that.
There is an injury on the field, and we're going to take an extended time out here as several trainers, and actually I think maybe Coach Duke is out on the field as well. So we'll take a minute, try to sort things out. Take it away, Matthew.
When GEUS first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. GEUS, delivering reliable electric service to our hometown for more than 130 years.
Yeah, Carmelo Brown. Okay, Carmelo Brown, the injured, is off the field. There goes Will Jackson around the left side. He's hemmed in.
There you go.
Really, really nice play over there. Good containment by the Lions. Result in a loss of about a yard, Donald. Kevin Tran on the tackle.
He's held up his side pretty well today.
No question. And he's not a big guy, I'll tell you.
Looks like we're kind of falling back into a cover two look.
Two receivers either side for Jackson. He takes his snap. He's looking right, finds his man, Gibbs at the 45. Gibbs is out of bounds, up beyond the 50-yard line for another Redhawk first down.
I know we respect his speed, but man, on that third and about 5, we were 7 yards away from it.
Yeah. Well, he's had quite a night receiving the ball.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's about a 6'3", maybe. 6'3", goes about 190 pounds. So he's a big receiver. He's got a significant advantage over the cornerback. 5'8", 5'7". Yeah, most of them in that range. First down, Redhawks, man in motion. Jackson fakes to him. He's going left. Got some room, trying to get wide. Great tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Micah Simpson up from his safety spot. I don't know how much gas Simpson has in his tank.
I don't either, man. I don't either. This kid is phenomenal. He's laying it all out there.
I wonder if Luna might be nicked up. Joel Luna not playing defense right now. Micah Simpson asking what he's supposed to be doing. He's standing 15 yards deep as Jackson takes a snap. There's the pass out and covered very nicely by Jamarian Stevenson.
Yeah. Looks like Simpson is just trying to read the quarterback's eyes and just trying to react on that.
Well, he's trotting back to his position, so he's still got a little bit gas left in the tank. No huddle offense
I
for
want us up closer to these wide receivers. This quick slant or quick out is open, wide open if they want it.
3rd and 6. Jackson can't find his man, scrambling around. Lions trying to nail him, and they bring him down. Shoestring tackle that time.
Hey, as long as he falls on the ground, does not bother me. Shoestring, a shoulder pad, knee pad, I don't care what, get him on the ground.
Jonathan Sampson with the tackle. 4th and long, and it's going to bring up, I think, the first punt of the night
For Frisco,
for Liberty. And Simpson is back to receive it. Now, last week, they asked Simpson to field a punt, and he muffed it. So this time, let's see if they let him catch the ball or just let it bounce. High snap. Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake, and the Lions hold. They had me going, Donald. I thought it was a high snap.
I was looking for the ball to be over the punter's head, man. Very good acting job. Hope their punters in theater arts for Frisco, man. Get a young man some extra credit because he had both of us fooled, man. I'm literally looking for the ball back in the end zone.
I'll tell you who gets some credit there, Jamorian Stevenson, who made another defensive play on that fake punt. I'm sorry, folks, I didn't even see what happened. I was watching the punter go through his histrionics, and the Lion defense was not. They were right on Johnny on the spot. And I noticed that Nick Just, sophomore offensive lineman, is now in at the left tackle, replacing Khalil Parker. First down for Greenville, 43-yard line. Ball handed off to Cameron Neal, and he is stopped for no gain. Lions don't want to rest on a 4-point lead, Donald.
No, they don't. But this clock is moving. This clock is ticking, which is not a bad thing. This is a weird game because we know we can score whenever we feel as if we can score whenever we have the ball. But I just want us to play a little bit of complimentary football if we can and try to get a long drive going. What do I know? Every time I say it, he breaks a 50-yard touchdown run. So
Simpson's coming left. He's got the corner, breaks a tackle, and is forced out of bounds very close to midfield. That'll be a gain of about 6 yards. Bring up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we need to send word to David. I wonder what the all-time rushing record, the single-game rushing record is for Greenville.
We'll have to ask him if we get to talk to him after the game. Greenville Lions leading Frisco Liberty's Redhawks 35-31 with 1:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Micah Simpson takes a snap, he's going to option it, keeps it himself. Now he breaks to the backside at the 40, at the 30, very close to the 30-yard line. Simpson is brought down after another significant gain and another first down.
Absolutely. Yes. Just special. This is his night. This is simply his night.
I think these Frisco Liberty Redhawk defenders are going to be seeing this guy in his sleep.
Not quite as big.
I think they're going to have nightmares about number 3 tonight.
They're going to, yeah.
Well, the Lions get a first down with 55 seconds clock running here in the third quarter. Micah Simpson's show tonight here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Isaiah Williams in motion, handoff to Neal. Neal's got some room. Oh, he's tripped up inside the 25-yard line. I thought he was going to take it, Donald.
Man, there was nobody in front of him. If they didn't grab him, if they didn't touch his ankle and have him stumble right there, he'd be walking to the end zone right now.
Wow. And Oren G goes off the field injured for Frisco after making that tackle. Second down and 2 after that Neal run.
A touchdown here will go a long way because that'll put us up 2 scores into the fourth quarter.
This is a wide open game, Donald. I don't know whether it's going to be enough, but we'll see. Let's see if they can score first of all.
Yeah,
18 seconds, 2nd and 2. Handoff to Neal. Neal breaks a tackle. He's way deep in his backfield. Breaks loose. He's down to the 15. He may. Oh, wow.
But
Camera.
Did you see the block that Michael threw to screen him? We're going to go back and we're going to go. I don't know if it can be called a crackback in the backfield, but when he reversed field, Michael went and cleaned one of those guys that sprung him. That's just alert football right there.
It's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Neal made lemonade out of lemons that
He
time.
really did.
Broke several tackles and was deep in his own backfield before he broke out and advanced the ball for a first down. Was that a holding call or a personal foul?
It looked like an offensive lineman was on top of somebody else in the field.
Okay.
Well, that penalty is going to down. It happened right at the end of the play. So it's bringing the ball back.
So do they keep the yardage and then was the spot?
Yeah, they kept the yardage. It must have been after the play, possibly. So the down stands. I think they're still showing, are they showing second or third down over there? Difficult for me to say. Scoreboard says second. Yardage to gain looks like about 6 yards.
Why we call a timeout with 3 seconds to go?
Timeout on the field with 3 seconds remaining. That is questionable, Donald.
I don't think. Yeah, correct. I don't think that's the call time. I think this is the referees.
Yeah, referees timeout. 3 seconds remaining. Greenville offense is on the march. Another unfortunate penalty against one of the Greenville Lions after the play. So 35-31, 3 seconds remaining. Donald, this is a wild one tonight, man.
This is.
Plenty of activity. And just diametrically opposite from last week's game up in Lake Dallas.
Well, and then also, the scoreboard doesn't reflect it, but both these offenses are still moving the ball. But, you know, the scoreboard is not lit up as nearly as what it was in the first half. But I don't want anybody to be fooled. These offenses are still ruling.
Okay, this looks like what's happened. Since Neal got the first down and the penalty was after the play, they marked off the penalty yardage, but they're giving Greenville a first down. So it looks like it's going to be a first down Greenville with the ball spotted at the 27-yard line of Frisco, Liberty. And they'll probably just let the 3 seconds run off the clock, and it does. So we'll take an extended break. Let Matthew take over as our technical director for a minute or so. And Donald and I will be back to call the third quarter of this very exciting football game. Okay, we're back, folks. Matthew's given us the high sign, and Donald's ready to just take it to the limit here.
Let's go.
35-31 Greenville at the end of 3 quarters. Both teams still have their full complement of timeouts. The Lions have the ball, first down, 10 at the 27-yard line. Simpson takes a snap, goes left, cuts it back. He's down to the 20. Oh, he gets hogtied, and there's a penalty.
Gotta be.
It was a high tackle against Frisco, and that might be either a horse collar or a face mask.
Either one is 15 yards, don't put us first and goal.
Yeah, it'll be half the distance since we're inside the 20. Let's see what the call is. Okay, the referees decided that it was not a face mask penalty, but it is a first down for Greenville. Ball at the 16-yard line as Micah Simpson picks up another critical first down for the Lions. He's got Cameron Neal in the backfield with him. I've got Donald Parrish in the booth with me.
Right. And I don't so the time clock is not working on the field in either end zone.
Yeah, the play clock has not worked all night long.
Yeah, and this is where it hurts, because if I'm the offense coordinator, I'm not wanting him to hike the ball until about 2 or 3 seconds left in each play.
Yeah.
But you can't see it, and so how would he know?
Yeah. Simpson thrown for a loss for the first time tonight. Tried to take it off left tackle.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 2nd and 12. Micah Simpson and Cameron Neal. Longhorn formation for the Lions. 2nd and long. Williams in motion. Fakes it to him, tries to take it up the middle, and the Redhawks are ready there again. Going to be 3rd and long for the Lions as they're being stifled right now by the Redhawk defensive line.
They are completely selling out against the run. That quick slant is wide open. It is screaming. Run a quick slant. Run a quick slant. I just don't know if, again, Micah is not a quarterback. He's playing the quarterback position because of injury.
Throwing's not his strength.
Throwing is not his strength, but he might be a good enough athlete. He can throw the ball 5 yards in a quick slant. We'll see what the linebackers do, but they are definitely they got their nose up at the line of scrimmage. They're not even thinking about the pass.
Oh, high snap. Simpson's retreating, and he's able to get the ball off. Unfortunately, he finds, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Oh, I thought that was intercepted. That would have been really crucial.
That was close.
Great job athletically just to prevent a huge loss. And the field goal team is coming onto the field.
That'll put us up before a touchdown. Does he have a leg?
He does.
Okay.
Archer O'Neill's going to have this one spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, we cannot have a high snap on this one, though.
Oh, no.
We cannot have a high snap on this one.
Yeah, that's the first bad snap we've had all season. So let's hope we get a better one here. Diego Martinez with the hold. Be a 35-yard attempt.
Good snap.
Kick is blocked and picked up. And a reversal of fortune, which is not good for the Lions.
All right, defense, we need you. They did. The defense did get some rest. But man, I wanted points in that drive. I really wanted a touchdown so we go up 2 scores.
Well, we got 9:48 remaining now. So Frisco's going to take over with good field position at their own 37-yard line. Defense now has had a chance to rest. So let's see what they can do against Will Jackson.
That's Michael back at safety, right?
And low throw by Jackson is incomplete. Just a poor throw that time by the senior quarterback. And Simpson is indeed in there at free safety.
So it looks like they're just doing some old school cover one, where everybody's manned up and Micah's kind of back there roaming free, trying to read the quarterback's eyes.
Yeah, I got a feeling that Joel Luna has been injured some way.
Yeah.
Here's Jackson looking downfield, almost intercepted.
Wow.
Good read that time by, is that Enriquez?
26. Yep, you're right. That's why you're the boss man, Bob.
Well, he had a good week last week, and he earned that spot there at linebacker. And he's just a junior, so we'll look forward to his improvement through this year and then again next year. 3rd down and 10. Jackson fakes, he's throwing long. Gibbs cannot reach it, it's thrown out of bounds. So the defense holds.
Defense hold, man. I think the Suffers 3 and out all game.
It is.
What a time to get it.
It's perfect. Big play by Frisco on the blocked field goal attempt.
They're trying a fake punt again.
I don't think so. Not from here. Not from here. I think it's Connor Barton going to be doing the kicking and the punting as well. It kicks both ways. It's a good snap. It's a low kick. And it's going to bounce and bounce and bounce and go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Simpson was back there, but frankly, I think he was saving his energy.
Absolutely.
This is the worst field position for either team tonight, as the Lions will be starting deep in their own territory. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 12-yard line. Matthew thinks that Simpson's just getting ready to do an 88-yarder.
I mean, that'll be nice, but I really want us to get the ball to the running back, let him kind of soften him up a little bit, and just see what Michael can do maybe on 2nd or 3rd down.
Lions in the H-back formation. 3 wide receivers, 2 left, 1 to the right. Simpson takes a snap, hands to Neal. Neal off left tackle. Picks up a couple. And timeout on the field. Another helmet off for the Lions.
Yep.
Is that Neal that's down?
Neal, I believe.
Okay. All right, we'll take a 30-second break and be back once they've had an opportunity to attend to running back Cameron Neal.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
All right, we're guessing it's another cramp issue, although Neal is being helped off the field by two of the trainers. So more than likely we'll see Jaden Johnson in the backfield, replacing Neal. And he'll be standing, let's see, next to Micah Simpson. We'll call it 2nd and 10. No gain on that play. 9:17 remaining. The Lions holding on to a slim 35-31 lead.
Well, Matthew, I think I'm coming along to your side of thinking right now. I wouldn't be mad about an 88-yard run. wouldn't be upset with it.
There's still a stoppage on the field, and they haven't charged a timeout to either team, so I assume this is a referee's timeout. What do you think, Donald? I'm not sure what's going on.
Did they change the rules on the injury timeout in the fourth quarter?
Well, they brought the trainers out onto the field to provide some liquid refreshment, but
it looks like they charged Greenville with a timeout. If the scoreboard is correct.
Yep, you're right. Now they just changed that. Okay, so the Lions down to 2 timeouts. Micah Simpson takes a snap, comes to the right, gets a block from his running back, breaks a couple of tackles. He's up close to the 20. He's over the 20. He pushes forward for a first down close to the 25-yard line. Got a little help from Travell Oakley, the center, who helped push him forward. And that is a big, big conversion right there.
Needed that, man. More important is clock keeps running.
Got them from deep in their own territory out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's just keep getting first downs here.
Jaqueline Davis to the right. 1 wide receiver. 2 receivers to the left. H-back formation with Sawyer Duke in there at the H-back position. Hand off to Isaiah Williams. Williams is loose. He's over the 30, 40. Up near midfield, Isaiah Williams.
Good run.
With a jet sweep.
Been faking it all game. They finally gave it to him on that play.
That's huge. That's a huge play, and it didn't require Micah Simpson to do anything.
Correct.
Except hand the ball off.
And I hate to nitpick. My only thing about Isaiah, I want him to stay in bounds at the end of that run. I want him to just go keep the clock running. But it looks like so once they spot it, the clock starts back.
Yeah, the first down would have stopped it anyway, Donald.
Yeah, you're right, man. I got
That's okay,
I got
man.
NFL and college on my brain. You got
All right, first down Lions at midfield. 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 minutes remaining. It's way past 8
Way
o'clock.
past 8 o'clock.
There goes Simpson to the left. Simpson up for about a 5-yard pickup. Let's call it 4. Micah Simpson.
So when we started this drive, it was about like at the 9:40 mark. We've already taken off 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, well, let's take off a few more.
Absolutely, and we have reversed the field. So even if we have to punt right here, we have reversed the field. So I'm liking what's happening here. I think that we have something good going. Let's keep just getting first down.
Shame on you for even mentioning a punt.
Hey man, listen. Hey, special teams are part of football. That's why they call them special.
There you go. All right. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Simpson hands to Jaden Johnson, and Johnson picks up a couple yards before he's stopped by a slew of white-shirted Hawks.
Tick, 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 tick. Let's go. We're under the 7-minute mark now.
Yeah, I think that's the idea right now. We're going to try to work this clock as much as possible. You know, in the first half, Frisco did a really good job of clock management. Let's see if the Lions can return the favor. 3rd down, we'll call it 4, maybe a long 4 for the Lions. Ball is spotted inside the 45-yard line. We'll call it the 44 of Frisco Liberty. Once again, no play clock, but Lions have to have that 25 seconds in their head.
Yeah, Coach Duke has done a really good job here.
Williams in motion. Here goes Simpson. Simpson's got a first down.
And more.
He's loose. 30,
And more.
20. Cuts it back, tries to stay in bounds.
Where's the flag on that?
No flag on that one. That's a good tackle. He just kind of threw him down like a steer roper, but not before Simpson picks up a first down inside the 15-yard line of Frisco Liberty with 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining.
Again, we're taking time off the clock. I'm almost scared to say what I want to say, but I think I'm gonna say it because I know you're thinking it too if you're watching this game. We score here. This might be it. We score here.
Do you think Simpson purposely cut that thing back to keep the clock running?
I think so. He's a senior. I think so.
All right, we got a timeout on the field. And
we didn't call timeout, did we?
I'll bet that Liberty called that timeout. Yeah, we're waiting to get the ruling as to who called this timeout. But whoever called it, there's 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, and the Lions have a first down at the 12-yard line going in.
Correct.
35-31 here at Cotton Ford Stadium. The Lions lead. The undermanned Lions lead Frisco Liberty's Redhawks. They're trying to return the favor from last season's 55-21 defeat over at Toyota Stadium. And so far, Micah Simpson has electrified this crowd with a dominating performance on the ground.
Yeah, one for the ages, and it looked like we called that timeout, and I'm thinking maybe Simpson needed to catch a breather. That's the only way that timeout makes any sense.
Yep. And it looks like they might have given us our timeout back. So we've got two. Here comes Simpson. He's covered, coming to the right. Needs to try to stay in bounds, but he's run out of bounds at about the 10. Can't blame Simpson there. Clock stops, but
I don't want him taking in unnecessary hits. This is where, I wish we had a big bruising kind of tailback. Again, to try to help us we want to score, and I think we will score, but clock management here is critical. That's a game within the game.
Yeah, Cameron Neal standing on the sideline, so Jaden Johnson now's got the responsibility, and he's like the third or fourth string running back.
Yeah, and I don't know if I trust him with the ball in his hand.
Isaiah Williams in a jet sweep, gets the ball. He might get the corner. He does. He's down close to the end zone. He dives, but he's out of bounds. The referees are not sure. It looks like maybe they marked Williams out of bounds at the 2-yard line, which will be a first down Lions, if my math is correct. Matthew? First down.
Hey, man, wind that clock. Let's go. Wind that clock. Let's go.
5:49 remaining. Donald is wanting the clock to go fast.
Let's go.
He wants it to go fast.
Yeah, man, because Frisco's sitting on that sideline. They're going to throw everything they got at us.
Oh, yeah. Everything but the kitchen sink.
Everything.
All right, first down and goal for the Lions at the 2. Micah Simpson hands and quickly tackled in the backfield is Jaden Johnson.
I'm okay with that play call. Again, I think Micah is special enough on second, third, or even fourth down to score from the 3-yard line. I'm okay with that.
You know what would be really ironic?
Play action.
A play action pass for a touchdown.
Absolutely, to the corner, to the right corner of the end zone. I completely agree with you because and everybody, including the coaches and the fans, will bite on that play action.
Exactly. Cameron Neal back into the game for Greenville. So both starters, Neal and Simpson, in the backfield for the Red. Simpson takes the handoff, and he's into the end zone for his 6th touchdown of the night, and a little extracurricular activity in the end zone. But Simpson,
6 touchdowns.
41-31, the Lions lead. Extra point upcoming, 4:55 remaining. What a game.
He's responsible for 35 points. You can make the argument that the interception he caught at the end of the first half made him responsible for not giving up another 7 points. So that's really 42 points that he's personally responsible for tonight.
Well, kicks up and good. He can't take any credit for the extra points, but Archer O'Neill can. He's had 7 of them tonight, or 6 of them. And the Lions lead 42-31.
Listen, some schools is going to land this kid, and they're going to have something.
Yes, they are.
I don't know what kind of looks he's got. 6 touchdowns though is going to raise the eyebrow of a lot of coaches this weekend when they're reviewing tape.
I think the Dallas Morning News has a Player of the Week, don't they? Yeah, you might watch much for Micah Simpson's name being the Dallas Morning News this week, because this is quite a performance. 6 touchdowns tonight for Micah Simpson. Double his number. Incredible.
394.
Incredible.
He had 394 yards rushing.
Is that all?
Man, he needs to quit loafing, man. I think Coach will have him running some extra laps after practice.
Well, they'll probably have him in there on defense. All right, Archer O'Neill's going to tee it up at the 40. He's had some kicks go into the end zone tonight. He approaches. The leg is down. It's up. It's coming down at about the 11. Taken there. And the Lions trip him up. Good play. Nice tackle that time.
Now, defensively, I'm coming out in a cover 2 man right here. I don't want to get beat deep. We know that they want to throw the ball deep. They got a speedy receiver that they're trying to get the ball to on the sidelines. I don't want to get beat deep. So I'm gonna have 2 safeties deep. If they want to run the ball and have it in the middle field and have the clock run, so be it.
I want to credit Kevin Tram with a really good tackle and coverage there. All right, first down for Frisco, 21-yard line. Will Jackson fakes the handoff, looks to downfield, overshoots his receiver Cam Gibbs on the far side at the 30-yard line. That stops the clock, 4:46 remaining.
And we were still in the cover 1 that time. But defense coordinator, listen to me. Cover 2, okay?
You're going to go down there on the field here pretty soon.
Man, I'm about to start signaling plays in.
All right, 2nd and 10. This time he hands off to Ashmore, and Ashmore's loose. He's down to outside the 40-yard line before the Lions bring him down. A little change of pace there, and it works for the Hawks.
Absolutely, but that's really that's not the worst thing ever, because he's in the middle of the field and the clock is still running.
The clock stopped with the first down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage go the Redhawks. Jackson looking to his left, finds his man for a short gain. A pride of Lions bring a man down at the 50-yard line.
Again, that clock is still ticking. We're at 4:17, 4:15 and counting. So
Tran on the tackle, and the Lions take a lot of time standing back up. Low snap. Jackson picks it up. And he just dumps it. Good thought process by the senior quarterback.
That's the benefit of having a senior quarterback. Even if he didn't start last year, he's still a senior. He's not rattled.
Yeah, that was disaster. Disaster was waiting for Jackson, and he did the smart thing. 3rd down, however, full 5 yards to go for Frisco. Ball spotted at the 50. Jackson rolling right. He's got an option. Pitches it out. Ashmore takes the pitch out and gets the first down.
That was a very good play.
Great awareness by Jackson to get rid of that one at just the last minute.
So the inner Pee Wee football coach in me is telling my guys on the sideline, listen, I'm telling my hands team on the sideline, get ready. Get ready because they're going for onside kick. That's how you have to think. You know, they're going for onside kick.
Khalil Parker into the defensive line for Greenville to add a little bit of bulk. Jackson takes a snap, goes right up the middle, and he's dragged down after about a pickup of maybe 4 yards, possibly 5. That's going to run some clock.
That is. I'm surprised Frisco has not attacked this cover one. I really am surprised that they have not tried to beat the defensive wide side of the field.
No huddle offense, quickly. And that ball was stripped away from the receiver, Davion Dixon, by Stevenson. Demarion Stevenson has had a really good football game tonight defensively for the Lions.
He has.
Stops the clock 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Third down, 5 yards to go for Frisco Liberty. Ball placed at the 36-yard line of Greenville. Defense looking to make a big stop right here. Will Jackson hands to Ashmore. Ashmore has some room, and he has the first down before he's brought down on the far side. Might have been, not sure who that was.
It's taking Frisco too long to score here, which benefits us. Which really benefits us.
First down, Redhawks. Jackson looking downfield. Oh, he has a man open, but he misses him at the 10-yard line. Trying to judge the defensive backfield for the Lions right now. Simpson is indeed at safety. I thought I saw Luna in there, maybe at a cornerback spot, but I'm not sure. Is number 10 in the game over there on that far side, Donald? Can you tell? All right, second down, 10 yards. Jackson rolling left, cuts it back, has some room, has a first down, fumble. Lions have it.
And they're still on the field. He's still up. He's still running.
He's still running.
Big old lineman.
Oh, and somebody grabs his face mask, I think. Let's see what happened here. Let's see if the referee sorted out. There was a spot on the foul, or on the field, so that was indeed a fumble.
Let's go.
And it looks like the Lions have turned over Will Jackson. Jonathan Sampson might have been the guy who came up with the ball.
That's right.
Jonathan Sampson tops off his night defensively with a really, really big play.
Man, 2:32 to go in the game.
11-point lead. Three timeouts for the opposing team.
Micah needs 6 yards to cross 40 yards rushing. Nobody else needs. Fucking 394. Yeah.
All right, number 23, Jaden Johnson, sophomore running back, into the game, standing alongside Micah Simpson. I bet he gets the ball. What do you reckon?
Yeah. This is Micah all the way.
Nope, Micah's going to keep it. And Micah's going to pick up about 2 yards. But he burns a lot of clock.
Correct, and a lot of calories. But I don't want anybody else doing that.
And timeout.
Nobody else needs to burn any calories right now. I'm not trusting anybody else with this ball but my senior leader right here.
2:22 remaining. One ref indicated that the timeout was against Greenville, but clearly the Redhawks are the ones wanting to stop the clock.
Absolutely. What's the second game for the refs?
Yeah, we'll cut them a little bit of slack.
Man, while we're talking about referees, you guys watching ESPN highlights tonight. A referee in one of the college games accidentally got stiff-armed by one of the players tonight. That is a funny clip. I'm going to post it on the Sports Preachers Facebook page so everybody can see it. But yeah, he was just doing his job, but the running back came and actually stiff-armed him instead of the defender. So
That'll make one of the not so top tens.
Absolutely. It's hard out there for refs.
Oh man. Yeah, I think they showed somebody, a referee, slipping in the end zone or something.
Yeah.
You know, wide open, nothing going on. It just flat fell down in the end zone. I had no idea, Matthew, that we were going to see this kind of a ball game offensively from Greenville. But again, the move of Micah Simpson, the quarterback, clearly has made the difference.
It is a permanent.
And he's got the ball, and he's down 50. And he breaks a tackle. He's at the 40. Cuts it back. Breaks another tackle. Down to the 25-yard line.
If I'm Frisco, I may not call another timeout. I may just say, let's just let this be.
Yeah.
Let's just go home. It's already a long drive. Let's just get on the charter bus and let's just go home.
I'll tell you what, Matt Swanea is going to see number 3 in his dreams tonight, and they're not going to be fun. They're not going to be sweet. They're going to be nightmares. What a performance! Gee, many crickets. And there's been no timeout called, but I suspect the Lions, if anybody, might call a timeout just to give Simpson a breather. 1:43 and the clock moving. They come to the line of scrimmage. You were right, Donald. They are not, Frisco is not going to call a timeout.
Yeah, at some point, you don't want to ruin the psyche of your team. And at some point, you recognize when you're beat.
And a nice run by Jaden Johnson as the Redhawks have pretty much probably looks like they've got some substitutes coming into the game now to get a little playing time with 1:25 remaining. But Jaden Johnson, nice little run there off left tackle.
Absolutely. And now if I'm the coach and I see them bringing in their backup, now I'm okay to hand the ball off to Johnson.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm okay handing the ball off.
I think Simpson's done enough tonight.
Absolutely.
Simpson takes a snap. High snap. He's going to keep it. There he goes again. He's around the left side, and he's gone out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. I just can't believe it. The guy just keeps
Somebody
doing it.
get his shoulder pads.
Oh, my Lord.
Somebody, coach, call a timeout to come get his shoulder pads. I know he probably wants to go for 7 touchdowns. Man, it's 57 seconds to go in the game, man. Somebody get his shoulder pads.
Donald, if you tried to take those shoulder pads away from him, there's no way he'd let you do it. He'd fight you tooth and nail. I'm keeping these shoulder pads on. Oh, man, Micah Simpson. How many times have we mentioned his name tonight, Donald?
Man, and I was told, this is my first time calling games from Greenville, and, I knew he was the best player on the team. I was not expecting this tonight.
Well, nor was I. I mean, this is just amazing. What a shot in the arm for the Greenville Lions. They lead 42-31 with 57 seconds remaining in the first down inside the 10-yard line. Jaden Johnson takes the handoff, but he's buried quickly.
This is
Loss
such
of a couple.
a building block game, Bob. This is a team that beat you on the road, but they still beat you by 30 points last year.
Yeah.
You got all of these injuries to key players and key positions, and for you to come out and give this kind of performance, this is something for Coach Duke to build on.
Yeah, it's a tribute to the coaching staff and to the players for Greenville. No question about it, Donald. Good observation on your part. The Frisco did call a timeout after that lost yardage on the handoff to Johnson.
Okay, so now the old coaching is like, okay, you want to call a timeout? Come on, Mike, let's go score another 7. Like, I was trying to be nice and not run to the line of scrimmage, but if this is what you want, then I'm gonna give you what you want.
Well, I'm going to give Matt Swanea credit, though. He's getting his kids an opportunity to play, and the guys that he just put in are going to get a few more plays because he called that timeout.
Yeah, so. And this is, in effect, a preseason game because it's another district game.
Sure.
You're right.
All right, Isaiah Williams in motion. Takes the handoff, trying to reverse his field, and he's going to be brought down for loss. Ball is loose, but I think he was down. Boy, you got to hang on to that ball this close to the end of the game. Woo! Look who was ready to chase down the Micah Simpson. He was ready to chase down somebody that might have picked up that fumble. He was not going to let anything happen. Personal foul against the Redhawks for face mask penalty, so a first down for the Lions via the penalty.
I think I hiked the ball and take a knee right now.
I think I would too. Yeah, Redhawks only have one more timeout. Ball's going to be spotted at the 4-yard line for Greenville, first and goal. There's no sense letting anybody get hurt, and indeed, we're going to the victory formation.
Now I know you would.
This is where I go under center. You know, but Greenville can't do that. They don't know how to go under center. And there's Micah Simpson takes a knee, so there goes his statistical advantage. He loses 4 yards on the stat sheet.
Oh my God!
What are you going to do?
What a performance, man! What a bounce back performance for this coaching staff and for these players, man. They should be very proud of themselves and to really celebrate this Labor Day weekend. So
No question.
matter of fact, everybody be safe this Labor Day weekend. Don't do anything crazy this Labor Day weekend.
A lot of excitement down on the near sideline where the Greenville Lions are celebrating.
He just had the veteran offensive line. Maybe this run would have been better.
Yep.
They didn't seem to miss a beat.
The performance tonight was just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I've done a lot of Greenville games, but this was special.
Yeah,
A lot of firsts tonight. Donald Parrish in the booth, Patrick Just on the PA system, Danny Black as the press box manager, and for the second week in a row, Matthew Middleton was just outstanding, but not as good as Micah Simpson.
444.
Okay, we're getting the word that Micah Simpson had 444 yards rushing, and it looks like Coach Duke just got the Gatorade bath, or maybe it was water. But Jamarian Stevenson had a chest full of ice, and I think the coach just got a bath. But he'd probably take that any day of the week.
Man, my goodness, what a performance!
Woo.
What a performance! I'm going to text some college coaches who I know tonight, like, hey, y'all need to take some look at some Greenville tape, because there's a young man here in Greenville I think can help the program.
Well, now, Donald, let me ask you a question. Do you think there's any possibility that he'll get some kind of Player of the Week recognition from the Dallas Morning News?
He has to. Now, we got some big games happening, big non-conference games, non-division games happening all across the Metroplex. I don't know if anybody's going to come close, however, to 6 touchdowns and 444 yards on the ground. I don't think anybody's going to come close to that.
It's a pretty good night.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't see it happening.
All right, we're going to take a 30-second break, and we're going to give the microphone, Donald's microphone, to David Claiborne, and David's going to give us the final numbers from tonight's Greenville 42-31 victory. Matthew, take it away for 30 seconds.
Conserving energy is important to us here at GEUS. We even pay rebates when you buy energy-efficient appliances. Your conservation helps all GEUS customers. In the future, we will need to build new electric generators, and this can be expensive. And with our population growing, we will need that power. That's why we give rebates for Energy Star appliances. So think about replacing your bulbs with super efficient LED bulbs or adding insulation to your attic. Together, we can help all GEUS customers by doing our part. Check out our rebates online, and remember, GEUS is always ready to serve and assist you in any way we can.
All right, we're back, and guess who we got? I got some M&Ms, and David Claiborne's got the other microphone. David, I don't know what to say. This was one of the most exciting performances I think I've ever seen.
Myself too, and I've been seeing high school football games since 1964. And I've never seen anybody run for 444 yards in a game. That's what I had Micah with. Off of 34 carries, 444, touchdown runs of 54, 12, 38, 44, 74, and 3. That's 6 touchdowns. This got to be one of the, I'm going to have to look the record book. Got to be one of the top rushing 5-8 performances of all time.
Yeah,
I know it's definitely the most the Greenville Lions ever had.
Yeah.
Not even,
what about the rest of the guys?
Well, there were some guys that made, Cameron Neal, we talked about at the halftime. He ran hard. He had 81 yards on 12 carries. But defense, they made some plays.
Oh, man.
Jamarian Stevenson made some plays.
Had a big game. Kevin
Micah,
Tran.
Micah made a good tackle right there midfield, and he had that interception.
Yeah.
It was a team effort, and they had some guys there come on in the end. Isaiah Williams, he had some runs. I had him with 38 yards on 4 carries.
Jaden Johnson?
Jaden Johnson, I had him with 3 carries for 11 yards.
Yeah.
But no yards passing. He had 1 completion for 6.
Who needs a pass, right?
This game reminds me of a guy named Billy Sims from Hooks, Texas.
Uh-huh.
He played Rockwall in the playoffs. He ran for 425 yards in that playoff game. This is up there with Billy Sims, and we know Billy Sims played in Oklahoma, won the Heisman Trophy, and played for the Detroit Lions, was a great football player.
Yeah. From
This
Hooks, Texas.
From Hooks, Texas. This ranks up there with Billy Sims.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
he did that 425 yards against the Rockwall Yellow Jackets.
Woo!
They remember him.
Now I got a question for you.
That's okay.
Who do you play at quarterback for the rest of the season?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. You know, they're kind of doing what Hooks did with Billy Sims. You know, running that ball up the middle, off tackle, wide. You know, throw it now and then. That's what Billy Sims did. I don't think he had many yards passing that game.
Was he a quarterback in high school?
They moved him, I think, from running back to quarterback in the playoffs.
Really?
Just so.
Wow.
You know, the idea is get the ball in the hands of somebody that's a playmaker, and Micah Simpson's a playmaker.
You think?
Why not snap him the ball, you know, instead of handing it off,
Yeah.
and let him read the defense and find the crease. He finds a crease, he's gone.
Wow.
It's just a great effort. You know, he came out of the sidelines, down off to the sidelines, and was limping. I was worried about it. He came right back in there.
Yeah.
He showed the heart of a lion.
Yeah, he did. No
Yeah,
question.
the Lions, they played so hard tonight.
No question.
And they took turns making plays. And, you know, Archer O'Neal, he had some good, had a nice punt, and he made some extra points. Just a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to say something about Will Jackson from Frisco Liberty. I had him with 276 yards passing, 23 of 39, and he ran for 82 yards. So he had, that's 358 yards of total offense.
You know what, though? That Lion defense shut him down on the ground in that second half.
On the ground, they did contain him. He had at one time 6, so his last about 8 carries, they only had 20 yards.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
contained it. And they did a good job on a lot of the passing plays. They were right there.
I thought the Greenville secondary played really well
Joe
tonight.
Luna had some plays, and like we said, Stevenson had some plays, and then Micah had some plays. The secondary, I thought, played very
Kevin
well.
Tran had
Kevin
a
Tran
good game
had some
again.
plays.
Yeah.
You know, this was a team effort, and I'm a bit surprised. They didn't look like this last week.
I thought it was a different team.
It looks like a
I
different
couldn't
team.
believe it.
And Micah made the difference. He's just a difference maker, and we've known that about him. You know, last year he had a 92-yard run. Like we talked about in the first half, he's capable of scoring on any play from
Anytime.
any position in the field.
Anytime he touches the ball.
Anytime he touches the ball.
Yeah,
And
no question.
he just plays hard too. But this is, I have to rank this as one of the greatest performances by a Greenville football player ever.
Well, I'll be interested to read your write-up on this one.
It's going to be fun writing this one up.
Well, look, thank you very much for your time. We always enjoy having you.
Well, this is
And,
a pleasure being at this game.
I imagine.
You know, like I said, I'll go back. I went to school at Gregory Portland, and quarterback was Marty Akins.
Ooh.
So I've seen some really good players through the years. You have too.
Yeah.
And this performance ranks up there.
Absolutely.
And I would think in 5A history, there's not too many more with more yards than this.
I wouldn't think.
And especially nowadays because everybody throws the ball so much.
Right.
The only teams around here that run the ball like this all the time are Greenville now and Quinlan Ford. Of course, Quinlan Ford last year, they averaged 476 yards rushing a game.
Yeah, well, Simpson did that almost by
He
himself.
almost did that by himself. You know, that's kind of refreshing because we see the spread and he throws. There's a different philosophy. You play to your strength. And the strength is to let Micah run the football. And then every now and then he's going to, if the defenses come up, he's going to hit some long passes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this team's going to be fun to watch.
Folks, that was David Claiborne from the Greenville Herald Banner with another excellent performance after an excellent performance. David, thanks a bunch, man. We'll see you next week.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
So, Bob Muty and Donald Parrish back to wrap this one up. I'll tell you what, 42-31. I told you there was going to be some scoring.
Listen, hey, see, that's what happens when the sports preacher comes into the building, man. Great things happen, Bob. I don't know. I'm sorry, boss man. Great things happen, boss man.
Like Moses parted
Yeah,
the Red
that's what I'm
Sea.
saying. Rivers get parted. Stuff just happens. Bushes get burned if they're not burning. It's just amazing stuff happens, man.
Well, it's certainly good to have you, and it's
Yes,
certainly
sir.
a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
fun when the team has a performance
Hey,
like this.
I only want to call a game like this. So don't call me unless it's a
Okay.
game like this.
All
Okay? Now, I don't know how you're gonna find that out beforehand, but I can only come when we're setting records and we're winning like this. Okay?
Well, I'll tell you what, we got to get down to Chapel Hill in Tyler next week.
Oh man.
And Tyler Chapel Hill is ranked real high in Class 4A, and they put a hickey on us last week. So we'll see if Simpson can do anything against that club next week.
Hopefully we get a little bit more healthy on the offensive line.
I think we got to get more healthy.
If we get a little more healthy on the offensive line, if he doesn't go for 444, I'm okay with that. If he can give us 150 and 3 touchdowns, I think we'll be successful.
Donald, thanks a bunch.
Yes, sir. This has been great.
Okay, I'm Bob Muty for Matthew Middleton and Donald Parrish. Final score here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Greenville, 42. Frisco Liberty Hawks, 31. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This video has been brought to you by GEUS 34. GEUS is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV,